Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to the Lemons iRacing League. I am Eric Root, Everything Bagel at 24 Hours of Lemons. Thank you for joining us for our first Sunday of racing excitement as I read an old read that I forgot to edit. This is the quality that you're going to get tonight. Tonight, we are back in Yeat Home, Alabama at Barber Motorsports Park, one of our favorite racetracks. There's a big spider. There's lots of bad driving. There's even worse commentary. It's a good time. Stick around. We got big things in store for the next couple weekends. We'll get into that shortly. For now, be sure to join the conversation on Facebook Live, YouTube, or Twitch, wherever you're watching this, and pour yourself some overly sweet malty beverage. So we're about to begin something vaguely approximating motorsports. Joining me, as always, is my broadcast producer, Ryan Bauer, a.k.a. the Bearded Sim Racer. How are you doing this evening, Ryan?
I'm doing great, Eric. I hope you're having a fantastic night. Yeat Home, Alabama.
I totally didn't just print out my read from like 3 weeks ago and miss editing all that. So
what's important is the thought that happened. It doesn't matter when it happened.
Excellent. All right, and joining us also this week are Nathan Schlavine, Chris Abbott from Three Pedal Mafia.
Hey, everybody.
And Chris Ray, West Coast racer with King Henry V8. How you doing?
Hey, folks.
This is fantastic. If I forget someone's name, I can just yell Chris, and there's a 50% chance I'm right.
That's right.
Yeah, we're actually going to get rid of you.
I'm going to call you all Chris.
Everybody's Chris tonight.
Thanks, Chris.
It's kind of how we actually roll in our team. We've got me and Chrissy, and Mental's actual name is Chris, that everyone else calls him. So when in doubt, yell Chris.
Yeah. Somebody will look up. This is Lemons just needs to rename everybody Jay. I think that would just make everything easier.
Steph Schrader just apparently chugged some mayo barbecue sauce, which is the only good non-Porsche lineup thing about going to Barber.
I can't get into
Mayo Q?
Mayo Q. I like buffalo. Have you guys ever had
sauce?
barbecue where you mix barbecue and buffalo together?
So it has fuck you in it.
Yeah, it's really good. Spicy barbecue. It's really good.
Both the museums and the bathrooms at Barber are pretty fantastic, really.
Yeah, that's true. Those are true things as far as bathrooms
go. What about
go.
the bathrooms in the museum?
Well, they clean.
Also good.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you can go up there for a shower.
This is the kind of discourse we're going to be engaging in throughout the race.
So,
There's some racing happening. It's not super important.
Yeah, hey, that's okay. Looks like we've got lots of cars.
That was a great near miss, by the way, right there.
Yeah.
That's the Legends car.
There we go.
There we go. After the night, approximately 4 seconds in.
That's the best way to do it. Just as soon as you get on camera, do a barrel roll.
That's right. Get that F button warmed up tonight.
Yes, we're going to need a lot of those in the chat tonight, everyone. Shout out to everyone over on Twitch. How are you doing this evening? As the Fs come in, all on Twitch. Way to go. Big love.
Yeah, we got people watching on Twitch. That is
for sure. They keep coming back too. You know what? Our fans are so awesome that they will literally get out multiple devices so they can have multiple platforms going just to pad our numbers. That's how much these are our people.
I like that. I like that Oreo.
I do
the
too.
Oreo paint scheme going on there.
If we can get a nice. Yeah, here we go.
So I gotta reply to Patrick. No, we sold that piece of crap down the road right after we got our IOE. Thanks, Patrick. He's asking if we still have our rolls from NJMP 2013. We also still have our Citroen SM. If anyone really wants that, I'm happy to sell it to you. It's
Did you say
terrible.
You sold the rolls?
Yeah, we did.
Who would buy that Rolls Royce?
I put it on Bring a Trailer before it was an auction site, when it was just kind of an ad site, and it actually ended up with #2 in votes for Bring a Trailer Car of the Year later on. So
those dongs right there, ladies and gentlemen. Those dongs are for Steph, right there.
There you go. Go right to the dongs off the bat.
So I gotta know
look
who wants
at
a
Alex
lipstick
Levinson's
ride.
car.
Yes.
Alex Levinson is our Drinking for Charity contestant tonight.
Perfect.
He's also tried to turn this into a drinking and strip. He posted in the Lemons in the Facebook group what article of clothing he's going to remove at 10 drinks.
Wow.
And currently winning the poll is his eyebrows.
I mean,
Excellent.
Drunk and Naked is usually how Saturday nights at Lemon's end. Where Thursday's a little early, but it's close enough.
What are days anymore? What are days of the week?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
If our fans at home will notice, iRacing's added a lot of new features this week in a massive update. One of the biggest ones that they've had since they've started, really. And I've been on the service since 2008, whenever it became public. And we now have camera shake, so you'll see some different stuff going on tonight with the cameras and stuff like that too. And there's different lighting and different sounds, and so just everyone at home enjoy all of the hard work that everyone over at iRacing has put into what they do well, so that we can do what we do adequately.
Which is mostly brake stuff.
Yes.
You got the new sound engine running this week as well?
Oh yes. Oh, here we go. We got a Don't Kill Kenny legend car. I love it. Big South Park fan here, so thank you, Christopher. That's fantastic. Looks like he's
I
got
also need to point
Band-Aid
out
on the fender too. That's nice.
that drunk Alex Levinson is currently second fastest in B class.
Yes, he is. That's a very good point. Right now with
He's
a
also got
40 cars behind him.
141.4. Yeah, that's legit. You know what? The fastest car is the Kenny Legend, the Don't Kill Kenny Legend. So we've got a drunk guy chasing after Kenny McCormick.
Kenny.
So what could go wrong?
Don't. This is not a non-endorsement of NHTSA. Also, as long
That's right.
as
That's
long as
right.
we're going into the drunk guy being fast, we're gonna call that an aberration.
Yes.
The night is still young. He's not done yet.
That's right.
You killed Kenny, you Mustang. Nice. Love it. See what else we've got. Yeah, take a look around.
Sorry car looking good.
Yeah, the Borat King of the Castle Mustang looking good. See what
Well,
we've
you don't
got
really
here.
need sorry on the front reflected, do you?
It's a preemptive sorry.
I will never get tired of the Doge car thing. It's so good.
So fuel.
So fuel.
And lots of Doges on the back. Mini downforce. Oh, there's a abort.
The Bort hole.
The board hole. Yeah.
On Amanda Tully's legend. That's legendary.
Legendary legend. You're a legend for making the legendary legend comment.
There you go.
Really, we should rename this whole series 24 Hours of Paint Schemes.
That's pretty much it.
yeah.
Love for
the point.
liveries. I mean,
It's the main focus.
just wait till Sunday. That's all I gotta say. Just wait.
Sunday's going to be good.
Yes.
Sounds like we got Sean Yoder checking in from Nemesis Labs.
Welcome, Sean.
He's around somewhere. It's fine.
Call Chris. He
He's
only answers
plugging
to Chris
cords
now.
in and
Yeah.
untwisting
It's Chris
wires. And,
Yoder.
yes, the Afghan legend coming back, Charles Daughtery. Very good.
He's gone plaid. That's not
Yes.
It
Smells just like grandma. It smells just like grandma's house, even after all those
plaid.
years.
Diagonal plaid.
Doily Racing. Oh, the legend.
Yeah, the Sebastian
extra
Vettel.
derpy.
Yes, and then there's just so much going on here.
Oh, we got a Strickland propane Jetta. That's fantastic. The
That
Texas
is
colors
really
there.
good. That is really good.
Nice. Nuka-Cola. Nice.
Is that that's Fallout, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's Fallout.
We have a real life Fallout 944 in Lemons. That's the blue with the Fallout guy. Forgot it.
Oh, I thought you meant actually radioactive.
Well,
Real life Fallout.
we don't ask where the cars come from, but we assume at least most people aren't radioactive. But we've had nuclear physicists. We've had actual Homer Simpsons racing in Lemons before. So
has anyone ever showed up with a Geiger counter to a Lemons race?
I don't think so.
3.2. Not
Challenge
great, not
to
terrible.
everyone at home in meat space. At some point, bring a Geiger counter to a Lemons race.
Use a
Phil owns
Geiger counter to control your car during an iRacing Lemons race.
There we go. That is a great first comment from Sean Yoder this evening.
Hi.
How you doing, Sean? Are you drinking something malty and sweet?
I'm not. I'm drinking ginger ale. It's just ginger ale, though. How boring am I?
I had ginger ale today.
The Belcher Racing. Yes, I love it.
Yes.
Again, also a big Bob's Burgers fan as well. This is me now. Beef Squatch on the back. I love the I love you, but you're all terrible. Bob on the roof. Yeah. It says, "Oh my God," but I prefer the "I love you, but you're all terrible." Yeah, Tina getting
Terrified
it done.
Tina from the
driving the go-kart from the what was it, the something Island Grand Prix. I can't remember what it's called. Whatever that place is called that they take the ferry.
Go-kart track.
Yes.
Was it? Didn't she have a chance to become a pro driver? She was a pro.
She actually, so she drove the bumper car and got attention of some kid that needed someone to drive his kart that was already in A League. So she actually got to drive in A League like immediately.
That was Roger Penske.
Yes, it was. He had the scarf and everything. It was great.
Yeah, there was an ascot involved.
Speaking of Homer Simpson, he's on the front quarter panels here on the 44 machine.
And I'm a graduate, just like I am.
Oh, yeah. The
Castellaneta.
That's a good-looking car.
Home of barbed wire.
Home of barbed wire and decal genetics.
It's great.
There you go.
So how many monkeys are behind that barbed wire in real life?
Well, decal genetics got bought by Monsanto, so probably a lot if I'm a betting man.
Many monkey.
Let's see what we got going on here. I saw somebody getting the middle finger on the back of this. Oh, nice.
Oh, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Good shit.
nicely
Good shit.
placed, too.
The car in black.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
So, Ultra Sunrise Monster, is that the one with the orange juice in it? Or is that
And
the mimosa one that you
Oh,
somebody get
Some
go on
health
board
stuff.
just in
punched in the
time
face.
to get punched in the face.
By Pat Mulry. That is Lemon's iRacing organizer, Pat Mulry. Actually, I think that's one of his teammates, but
It's
in
still
They're all punchy.
yeah.
It's live from the trunk of William Niemeyer. Boom! Ouch!
Oh man.
Seb has bloody nose.
Demands in chat to bring back the Camaro. You can see Camaros on Sundays.
Nope, not this Sunday though.
Not
'cause
this
it's
Sunday.
a night race.
Yes. Oh.
So you can't see anything this Sunday.
Well, I thought it was the
It's
nights
just
of
black.
no lights. I mean, hey, no lights,
So-
no
Actually, if
headlights.
you want to make it really lemony, bring back the Camaro for this Sunday. Like,
Well, we're
seriously.
going to do that. So this is a good time to talk about our new event where
Let's
we are
talk
going to that
plans.
famed circuit in France where they are supposed to be holding the 24 Hours of Le Mans next weekend, but it got postponed. So we decided we were going to do our own event there as the Putz cheese ball car rolls onto the track there.
Clang with the legends there. Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
a little car. Ooh, a little bump and run. Oh,
So this Sunday we're going to do a 2-hour night endurance race at Le Mans, which means no street stock, so no Camaros, sadly, because they don't have lights. However, next Saturday, the 13th, we're going to do a series of trash races that will include an all-night race with cars that do not have headlights. So nobody will be able to see anything, including the audience. And it's going to be great.
right there. It's great.
That was Anton Lovett, looks like, sliding through turn 2 at Barber, where we are tonight.
You just start broadcasting your rookie legends race. Seriously.
Yes.
This is Lemon. This is just how it rolls. So, but yeah, and then next Sunday, the 14th, we'll do a 4-hour endurance.
Hotness. Yep. Saw that coming. Excellent.
So those are
Punterino. Oh.
Mustang and
I
Mustang.
believe this one has lots of Richard Nixon on it. That's great.
Oh, yeah, Robo Nixon.
Oh,
Robotech
from
is even better.
Futurama, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. What are you doing?
Oh, the head in the
Oh,
jar.
yeah.
Good lord.
And Nixon
Well
Agony
done.
3016. That's really great.
Good shit. Oh, and he's got the Mad Dog 2020 on the wing panels, too. Kevin, well done.
Yes, very well done. Kevin
done, Kevin.
Moabs, I believe.
Nice use of quotes as well. I like that.
Yes. Perfect.
Just about 1 minute left, looks like. What's the
hang on.
pile up on the way out of the pits?
We are up to 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 61 cars here in the first race.
Full field.
Most excellent.
How about that?
Can we check in on car 12? That's my teammate Jeff, previous announcer, and he is so bad that it'd probably be entertaining just to see
we go.
him just try to get around. There we go, perfect. I even gave him like a good setup for the legend. He's still so bad.
A good setup for the legend. Gotcha.
Well,
that was legendary of you to do that for your friend.
Next to the Slurm car right there, also.
Yeah.
Perfect camera shot right there.
Driven by Slurms McKenzie, of course. Can never be enough Futurama references. Saw that coming.
That's about right.
Yep.
There's
Corey
the
Dickman at the
Lisa Frank
Summer
Mustang.
party. Yep, Lisa Frank.
Someone in chat when I said that last time said something about Anne Frank, and I was like, no.
No.
The shiny stickers and notebooks and stuff. You know, the Lisa Frank. Yeah. All right. Here we go now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, an Anne Frank theme, I think, is just a little too far. Like, we did Springtime for Hitler. That was pushing it. It's not Anne Frank.
Yeah.
All right. Here
Somebody
we go.
mentioning
Here
the-
we go. Here we go now.
We'll talk through the grid before I start being totally inane. Inaner.
At least we're back to rolling start, I'm assuming.
I believe that was set up correctly. Yes.
We will see.
Either that or the pace car is going to really get a hell of a launch out of here.
All right, here we go. Together we're going to find out. I'll click through the grid. We'll sit here and see how quickly they start. Well, there's a pace car out there, so that tells us that we're good. Deductive reasoning. Pace car means they're definitely not doing a standing start.
Futurama car, the Two Wicked car back on the grid. It's like 20 cars got some bacon on it from the looks of it.
If you're sitting at home watching this, wishing you had a computer good enough to do iRacing, and that's what's holding you back, check out topflightpc.com.
Great way to work that sponsor in there. That was nice.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, honestly, it's the truth. Everything that you guys see, that every stream we've ever done here at Bearded Sim Racer, also all streams done over at Podium Esports. I'm the head producer over there. Everything's all done on my computer, Bearded Fury, which my main partner, Top Flight Computers, provides to me. So I can tell you firsthand that having a good computer to get your job done, whether it's gaming, working, whatever it is that you're doing, you got to have the right equipment to do it. So, no, it's not exactly what we normally talk about around here. We do the best with what we have, typically. That's the spirit of Lemons. But since we're virtual, maybe we can have a different persona with that type of stuff, too. So, just because you're hooked up with a broom and some yarn and Mr. Bean setup doesn't mean you can't have all of your graphics cranked up getting 400 frames per second. So, just keep that in mind.
And if you really want a really nice chassis to hang that string and yarn and broom handle and
yes,
know,
and by very nice he means not a 1989 Hyundai Accent or Excel, I should say.
I'm still sitting in that. I'm sitting in that in honor of Lemons every week. I sit in the Hyundai seat and do this broadcast.
That's not what
We got
Nemesis
B-class
Lab
cars off in the grass
offers
already.
to the fans at home. Is that correct? To the to people looking to up their game that are tired of the TV tray and the office chair. Is it? Yes.
Head over to nemesislab.com and we'll hook you up with the nicest stuff that you could possibly ever sit your tush inside your home, your office, your race shop. We will build you cool things, and you will sit in them and go, "Oh wow, this is cool." I am so much fat. That's like they're good for plus 10 horsepower, basically. Is what I'm trying to say.
So I was going to say, that is yes. Ergonomics are very important, and especially if you're doing the kind of endurance racing or the enduros or anything like that too. I know you'll notice right away if you're not comfortable. Something that I thought was pretty cool here. Looks like one of our highest skill level drivers that we've seen in speed lately is starting dead last. So this should be interesting to watch what Santiago can do. So we'll go back to the front now, and
you think he did it on purpose? You think he just said, "I need a little fun in my life"?
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. All right,
He's a good dude. We had him on the show before. He's totally just down to earth. To give you an example, his tow vehicle for his rally car is a Roadmaster wagon.
Yes.
ACR Speed just asked if we build a simulator with a Hyundai Excel seat in it. ACR, the only question truly is, will you pay us to build you a simulator with a Hyundai Excel seat in it? If the answer is yes, absolutely.
Want to give a special shout out to the flagman, iRacing flagman, who's waving the shit out of that green flag, and he was going to do it for the entire first lap.
Yeah, he's got beefy arms.
He's really enthusiastic.
His beefy arm.
He is
one
really,
arm.
for the Bob's Burgers fans out there, he's really gussing it.
Yeah, he's got a right arm like a married man.
Go away, Baton.
And anybody
Idiocracy reference, nice.
Yep. Anybody hoping for highbrow humor, you were at the Lemons event.
So there's the virtual smorgasbord of all the different cars coming by.
What?
Right after this broadcast, we're going to switch directly over to the first simulcast of the movie Ass.
How about that?
All right, Justin Light,
yeah.
Yep, leading the way.
Porsot driver, Porsot builder. Actually, he built the Porsche 911 that got T-boned, and he grafted a Volkswagen Passat rear end onto it with a V6 in a 911.
My favorite part of that
Talent.
My favorite part about that car is that they use the Passat front bumper on the back, so it looks like it's driving backward.
Yep. So if you're behind it, you're very, very confused for a moment or several moments, or if you're on a Lemons track, you're probably just confused in general.
Has anybody else in the broadcast booth been fortunate enough to be on the interstate late at night with someone in the passenger seat asleep, and you come up behind an 18-wheeler or some other huge vehicle being towed, and you start screaming? Screaming, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" It's one of the best things you can ever do in this life.
I had a friend in the UK who had a Volkswagen bus, but it was left-hand drive, and he had a spare steering wheel, so he would bumble along the freeway with the motorway, and then if he had a passenger, he'd get a passenger to hold the steering wheel, and as people drove past him, they'd like lift it as if the steering wheel had just come off, and like look around frantically.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I love it.
It's a good gag.
Chris Cromie here picking his way through traffic. B-class car, Buckby in the lead.
Yeah.
He's a good racer in real life.
Look at that iRating.
That's a lot of I rating, I think. I don't actually understand how any of that works, but it's a big number.
Mine doesn't start like that.
That's a hefty number. That number. Which begs the question, what the hell are you doing here, Christopher?
Yeah. This is not your way to a sim racing career.
I don't know. We did that Penske's been watching, so it's, you never know.
I feel like
Chris Cromie
it every once in a while, even if you're good at it, whatever.
Good to
Chris
see.
Cromie is team captain of Lemonade Racing, who's a pretty dominant team in the Midwest here, trying to carry that dominance over to the virtual world.
Just took the lead too.
Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it big.
I think that Legend car's got some E30 parts in it.
So Lemonade famously built a Geo Metro and put a BMW E46 engine in it, which, Geo Metro, BMW engine, tiny wheelbase, many horses powers, and it was really fast. And basically they all kind of decided they didn't want to drive it anymore because it was really fast and the car was really small, and so hitting something going really fast in a really small car doesn't usually favor you physically. They decided, yeah,
it wasn't that they decided not to drive it; they decided it was not fit for human consumption. Exactly, took it off the face of the planet.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. By the way, this is turn 5. The hairpin presented tonight by Sandals Resort Birmingham. Sandals Resort Birmingham is your all-inclusive getaway destination where you'll be pampered with perks like daily 30 racks of Bud Light, unlimited spray tan, and discounted rentals on your choice of third-generation Pontiac Firebird, Chevy Camaro, or Buick Regal GNX. Sign up now and receive a bunch of scratch-off tickets. What gots to be winners? That's Sandals Resort Birmingham. Treat yourself today.
Fantastic.
You had me at GNX. Holy crap.
I know.
I want to go to there.
There you go.
Got on Roomba.
Oh, you even got the text on there. Man, you are way ahead of the game. Very well done.
Yeah, there is one person here
I
who
was
doesn't
going
know
for
what they're doing.
adequate, so thank you. Vote Mad Dog.
You're well beyond adequate for us.
Adequate is what I strive for, really.
adequacy in all things. And Sandals Birmingham thanks you.
That's right.
They've actually gone bankrupt in the last couple of months.
No, they're fine.
It's,
we have quite the gaggle here, right here.
Oh, wow.
This is, looks like... Sorry, I actually pay attention there. Sorry about that. This looks like it's
Brothers. That's
7th through 13th, all right here under a blanket.
That's an actual TDI Cup race that's broken
This
out.
is, dude.
Yeah.
You know, they race really well. I enjoyed when they first came out. Like, you know how it is with iRacing. When a car first comes out, a lot of people run it, but the TDIs is awesome, especially on the ovals too. They're a lot of fun.
It's such a unique experience.
It's
got driving that car.
propane car, by the way, because that looks great. I think it's 50.
Yeah, it's a unique experience shifting
Craig
at 12
Schmidt in
RPM.
the 58. Yep, there we go.
And 17's, oh yeah.
Taste the meat, not the heat. That's right.
Yeah, buddy. Get yourself some propane accessories.
Alamo beer cans.
The Alamo
Yeah.
sponsorship's great too.
Sorry, I'll be quiet. Let you talk about it. It is amazing.
Hold on there, Bobby.
See, Chrissy actually works for a propane company, and we hassle her to no end about Strickland propane and things, and she's only slightly thinks it's funny now after years of it.
Does she sell propane and propane accessories?
She would scream, "There's no accessories. It's just propane."
Eric, it's a good comment in the chat. Do you have a discount code for Sandals Birmingham?
Yeah, it's actually www.sandalsbirmingham.com. Now, I know that sounds like it's the URL, but we also don't trust, and neither does Sandals Birmingham, people to understand what discount code means, so they just expect people are going to type it in a bunch of times. So www.sandalsbirmingham.com is our discount code at www.sandalsbirmingham.com.
Oh, God.
/propane.
Bye, Carl. Bye, Carl. Bye, Carl. Oh, he somehow saved it. That was incredible.
Good save.
So let's take another look at that. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Turn into it.
Das drifted
Bury
jaw.
the throttle.
That was good save.
Nicely done, Carl.
So
Sorry
I
for
spent the
doubting
next
you.
2 laps looking for a black flag waved at you.
Yeah, I mean,
The beauty of front wheel drive.
I was trying to do the by Felicia thing, but change it to Carl, but he did a good job.
He did.
I think JP Murray just blew his engine.
Excellent.
Very
Congratulations.
lemons. Yeah.
What car
It was a pack of about 37.
So,
There's about 6 cars coming up on him, and all of a sudden he just stopped.
oh, yeah, he's back in the pits now. I was like looking for him. I was like, oh. Yeah, so I was doing one of the 87 races, the NASCAR Legends races at the old Daytona, the bumpy one.
Oh,
And
yes.
I started 4th, and on the start of the race, I went from... Instead of going from 3rd to 4th, I went from 3rd to 2nd, so I money shifted, and like it blew up, like boom, and then cars just blew by me on both sides. It was awesome. I was not upset.
Experience.
Yes, exactly.
My Lemons car was a Ford Escort, and a guy who knows better was driving it and shifted 4th to 1st,
Whoa.
which somehow didn't blow up the engine, but it ripped the transmission mount straight out because it all rocked forward a lot.
Yeah. A lot of twisting
Fine.
motion there.
It's just fine.
So did the
statute of
replacing the
limitations-
transmission mount get it running again?
Well, that was the funny thing is we didn't even notice. It's the only reason we noticed. We just kept racing because we're stupid.
Sure.
But later on, like we went to go do the post race, whatever, and like the engine had melted like the entire fan shroud because it had rocked forward 4 inches.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, that's weird. And we put our hand on the engine and it rocked back and forth.
The statute of limitations has definitely expired in this experience, and if this driver is in this race, Eric, I think you owe it to us to tell us.
He is not. But
All right.
I tell you, he lives in Brazelton, Georgia, and builds very large wings for people.
Apparently you can make beer with okra. I did not know that. I do. Oh, God.
Oh, that's really good.
Being from Southern Illinois, I'm down with some fried okra.
I would like to point out that Slap is in the chat disparaging our amazing commentary. Either that or he's actually... I can't tell if it's sarcasm or not. It says, blew up like boom. Excellent commentary.
Yes. That's
If
serious.
you came here looking for excellent commentary,
Yes.
you're in the wrong place.
No, it's literally a compliment. I mean, read it. It says excellent commentary. Just separate it.
Yeah. I mean, how else would something blow up?
And then excellent commentary. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Slap929. You're excellent also.
Yeah, appreciate that. Great. Okra beer gotta be nasty. How do you know? You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
You
try
gotta
it.
try.
It's going to be nasty.
Excellent World War II-ish looking livery here for Garrett Shander and the
Barber
Solstice.
action there.
Yeah.
You know the best way to enjoy some really good okra beer?
Look at Hyatt Busby Solstice, the back of it.
It's heavy.
Wow.
Looks like about the size of a legend car.
Wow.
What do you bet that was 10?
The best way to enjoy a really good okra beer is to fry it.
What shade?
A little ketchup on the side.
So, am I the only person who, when you look at a car, you see a face, like the front of a car? I'm seeing a face on the ass of this Solstice.
It's an unhappy alien.
Yeah.
Eric, you need to get some sort of reconstructive surgery.
That's like one of Mike Tyson's first 30 fight victims.
All right, so if I do this correctly, this is what happened to him. That didn't work.
Can't stop.
Yeah,
It was supposed to work.
it.
Hold on. It was supposed to work and it didn't. It lied to me. So there's a thing in here called session events, and I went to Hyatt Busby and found out where he got contact and clicked it, but it did not do what it was supposed to do. So anyway, F's in chat
Can we
for
pop on board the 801?
Sure.
It's James Pancos. He's your Class A leader, and he's about to eclipse on about a dozen Class B cars
Oh God!
Oh, that was style.
Wow! Hyatt,
That
well
group,
done.
yes. The Class A leader coming right up behind him.
Oh, perfect.
I think
Well,
Hyatt just hit both of the Hesser brothers in one incident, which is pretty talented, actually. And
It's like the 7-10 split.
What a
Yeah.
call on going on board. Wow. Excellent avoidance skills here for James Pancoast.
The last time we talked to James, I claimed that he couldn't fit
God.
in a Miata, and he sent me a sniffy message saying that he had a Miata and he fit in it fine.
Talent.
Let the record show.
We had a very nice gentleman down here in Birmingham that used to autocross a Miata that was like 9 billion horsepower, and he was 7'12", and it was one of the most disturbing things ever because he literally had no seat in the car. He just had a yoga mat on the floor, and a firewall and it fit him perfectly. It was interesting. He put it on like a shoe.
he put on his Miata to
He
go.
really did. He literally put on his Miata and then went out on the course. It was amazing.
There we go. 5 again, of course, presented by Sandals Birmingham.
Q Eurobeat. What are we Eurobeating? How's that?
I don't know. I think the music that I picked out is pretty excellent, so deal with it.
Is it boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants? Because
it's like a pop punk, like Chicago pop punk hardcore kind of mix.
okay.
I mean, there was compliments about it earlier, but they turned on you fast.
Steph, I know Steph likes it, so that's all that matters to me.
You don't need to make Steph happy. That's fine.
That's my goal every week is to make Steph happy.
Oh, so
Oh, jeez.
that was a great save, by the
That
way.
was.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
some good driving. We need to watch something else.
Isn't 7'12" just 8 feet? Get out of here. Just leave. Just leave with your
No.
I like
metric
that.
system.
Chris, he's like, that's some good driving. We better watch something else. That's very true.
Nobody. That was a bad
3
metric system.
wide
joke.
with a Miata Legend and a Jetta and a Mustang is like, let me get some of that.
You're only going to catch that kind of action here.
Oh, it's our friend from the
The endurance race. So Andre
Yes.
actually picked the wrong car and raced without any kind of setup on it apparently last Sunday. So
With these people in setup, like
Well, you
messed
know,
around with that for like hours,
baseline,
and then end up
iRacing's
just hitting
baseline
default.
is
Well,
symmetrical.
here's the problem, though.
So yeah, I mean,
The
you can
one he
drive it.
grabbed was the street stock, and the default setup on that is an oval setup. There is not a setup that strips with the street stock that will go around the road course.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
he was just dragging sliders around until it passed tech. And I was on the inside of this thing on the oval, and the inside there was a foot of gap between the body and the inside tires when this thing was on the oval corner. It looked like it was about to roll over.
That's how you do it.
Fair point.
Many Mustang-y things going on during
Yes,
these
get you some of that, Nick Sharp. Get you some of that. That's
that
great.
was about the most Mustang-y we've seen. That was
full
Mustang.
Full Mustang.
We should get an update on Alex Levinson.
How's he doing?
He is.
I believe he had 7 gin and tonics before this race.
Good for him.
But how many eyebrows does he have left?
That's the real question. That is the real question.
He's
Whatever
in the
it is,
pits,
we do not
so
want
it's
to
not
see
gone
the
well.
camera of him.
Yeah, he's having a bad time. Looks like he's all the way down in 38th in the pit lane.
Oh, that's not
Wait.
bad.
He does have 0. Does that say 0 incidents? Oh no, I'm sorry. 20 incidents. There we go. Sorry, it said stint 0. That means
Almost
he
the
has had
same.
0 laps. I think he's serving a drive-through penalty. It looks like.
I would
Yep.
guess so, yes.
Yeah, because
Yep.
he hit 20 incidents or 17 incidents. Yeah.
So he's on a one drink per 2 incidents ratio at the minute.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I will take that.
Still got plenty of time for another penalty in this race.
I don't think it's a linear relationship, though. That one's probably going to increase pretty drastically as the incidents catch up with him.
It's on an exponential slide.
We should also check in with Donnie Petrunak and Randy Bish at some point.
Yeah, I just saw that. Sorry. Let's see. I don't see.
Did someone just say Sandals is going to sue us?
There's Bish.
Oh, I'm sure they will at some point.
It's possible.
I had been hesitant to actually put the word sandals in there until this week, so we'll see what happens. We've been
They're
on a
actually
roll lately. Like I usually go and check the playlist to look for copyright strikes and all that stuff. We've been on a roll lately, so let's
Oh,
live
yeah, so
dangerously
we're hosed
tonight,
now.
Sandals.
Yeah, totally.
Bring it on, Sandals. We're calling you out tonight.
We're talking about shoes.
We are gonna wear shoes. We hate sandals.
Yeah.
I don't
What's
know.
going on under the hood there?
Monetized by a resort for barefooted people.
I like Randy's ride. That's nice. What is that?
What is that?
I
That
did it.
is.
I'd hit it. It's a
I did
meta
it,
theme.
yeah. Yep.
It's a theme
It's for
about
Alex.
running into Alex's Jetta.
Oh man, that's great. Let's see what Donnie's
We've gone full meta. Yeah. I don't know if that's shut it down or we won. Or maybe it's both. I'm not sure.
It is. It's got to be both. Let's see. Donnie.
You know what's right when people are doing themes about other people's themes.
Yes.
Then you're okay.
My favorite thing is when we tell a joke on the broadcast and then somebody makes a livery about the joke. That's happened several times now.
Yep. The Nixon stuff, Howard
Yes.
Dean
Yes.
on the 255 car. I can't remember. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
I
Howard Dean.
cannot find Donnie Patroon to save my life. There it is.
Looks
right
like
there.
Chris
There,
Crumey's
it's
serving
just
the
like
drive-thru.
Randy's. It's just like Randy's, but it's got sheets on it too.
Cheats!
Steph Schrader's Broken Record Emporium. It's got the Dale Earnhardt 50-year thing on there.
It's always just fun to watch his front wheels as he goes around.
Oh yeah.
The Xbox controller shuffle.
That's
There you
right.
go. There's a good look at it right there. He's
Going
waving
that
at
way,
you.
that way,
What-
that way, that
He's
way,
just waving.
that way,
Hi.
that way,
You say howdy, he says hi.
that way.
One of the Hesser brothers in front of him. The
That's
orange.
Eric.
Yeah, his brother should be in the 64, I think. Green one. They race a orange BMW in Meat Space Lemons.
64 is Carl.
Oh, no. Okay. So the other one is usually green.
You're good.
There you go.
Yeah.
I believe
There's
they are
that
both
one.
in the no pedal, no wheel race we'll have at the end of the night here.
Did the green Jetta have wingdings on the side of it? What was that on the side of it?
Ooh.
If it did, then hell yes.
We did request wingdings at one point.
We did. No, never mind.
Baltimoreans. Yep.
Well, it's
Might as
kind
well
of
be
wingding,
wingdings.
but
Yeah.
not what we thought it was.
Ooh, Mark John's in the 3 Shades Brown legend. Looking good there.
I'm enjoying seeing that brown theme just migrate throughout the service to every car he drives.
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks really good. It's just a color gradient, and what else do you need?
And that's all you need.
Speaker
Why is
on
no
the roof
formula?
it just goes the whole time he's going around the track.
Why has no Formula One team adopted the various shades of brown livery yet? I mean, it's so distinctive.
Oh, Jeff is reduced the amount of. He's performed some. To all you Gran Turismo fans out there, some level 3 weight reduction.
That's about right for Jeff.
He's wearing jeans and a plain white T-shirt. He's got his cigarettes rolled up in the sleeve.
A3 for whatever in the YouTube chat mentioning that at Sandals Birmingham, you don't have to choose between your sister or your cousin.
It's 456987, Eric. It's
456. Yeah, it was. I couldn't see with the background, but yeah.
Yes. Oh, I see. I have one with a solid background. I apologize. Yes, that makes it harder. Oh yeah, I just noticed that you can't see the names and stuff, can you? Let me fix that.
He's lifting tires. He's lifting the outside tire, which I don't think is how it's supposed to work.
No, the right front looks a little toad, like a frog toad out. Yeah, just like a frog.
I'm cambered. He's definitely not hit anything at all. Don't worry.
That's a little better.
Totally legit.
Press on regardless.
There we go.
That was unfortunate.
He got slurmed.
That might have fixed the left.
What happened was
Cheese Ball
P1
there.
Cheese Lightning P1.
Oh, the Cheese Balls is leading. How about that?
He has an 8.6 second lead over David Carpenter right now. As we're down to 2 minutes left in this race.
I mean, he has a chance here.
Let's see. Hopefully this makes it more easier to read or something. Sure.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
One thing about driving the TDI is it's pretty easy to turn fairly consistent laps. It's a little hard to get it out of sorts too bad. So unless he gets into some problem with some lapped cars up here, he's probably not gonna have any problems with Dave Carpenter.
Should have just one lap left also.
That is correct. Working lap 14 of 15.
Huzzah.
So next time should be the white flag.
Well, here's some interesting. We just had your A-class leader Nathan Adler pop off for a black flag penalty.
You're right.
You've been watching the great.
Yep, that's going to give Pancoast in the Oreo Mustang the class lead now. As he crosses the start-finish line. Yep.
It's had some damage to the back of that Oreo Mustang since the pace lap.
Are the top 3 cars actually B cars now? Like, who's the 801?
The first. So we've got the Cheese Lightning in first, David Carpenter in second, and in third we've got the Pancoast Oreo Mustang, Matt Sitko, who's third in class and fourth overall. So we're getting a Class B butt kicking going on here. Anton running fifth overall, fourth in class, and then Nathaniel Adler just coming out of the pits after serving that penalty is at sixth, second in Class A. And then Santiago Iglesias, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He has improved 54 positions. Now up to 7th overall after starting shotgun 62nd on the field. So that's incrable.
Yeah, I think he's lost a decimal point from his iRating from doing this. But
also, Amanda Tully up to 8th after starting 36 positions lower than 8th. So doing math, 5. Yeah, sure. There we go.
36.
Yeah, doing a great job. Look, Kevin Moebs has increased his position by 51 places as the white flag is now out.
Oh man, Brian Davidson in the Facebook chat mentioning Oreo cereal. It's like it's like pouring diabetes into your veins.
Isn't that literally just dunking an Oreo in milk? I mean,
yeah,
why?
It's a staples.
Why?
It's a staple of the Sandals breakfast bar.
That's right.
It's the only thing on the Sandals breakfast bar because, my God, how delicious would that be?
Well, then you can get it deep fried. Don't forget, you can get it deep fried.
Along with
but that's not.
Oh,
you can't do that breakfast.
Avoidance for Jesse Thomas right there. Did a fantastic job. Looked like the track was going to be blocked and somehow found a way around that. So we've got Justin Lowline running first in Class C, John Pickering running second, and Jesse Thomas in third.
Not bad for it.
Fox just brought up Oreo injection on the final lap, and I'm thinking if you liquefied the Oreo and you just like stuffed it in the corner of your eye and let it absorb that way, you'd actually get it in your system just as fast as an injection. You wouldn't have to worry about the needle at that point, and I'm going to stop because I'm going down a rabbit hole. I apologize.
Yeah, I think you need to start drinking again.
You could snort it, surely.
Steph's
Freebasing.
Steph's gonna
Freebasing Oreos is a really good way to go.
It goes up the pooper is where that was gonna end up.
Oh my God.
What happened?
All right, coming around to get the checkered flag here, we've got Warren Van Nuss going to take home the victory, ladies and gentlemen.
That was some good driving.
That was some excellent driving.
10-bit cereal. Oh
James
my God,
Pancoast now
yes.
coming around. He's 20 seconds back, but he is going to be your second place finisher and your Class A winner tonight. Right behind him is David Carpenter, who's going to come home third tonight, it looks like, and finish second in Class B. And then about 8 seconds back from them, we've got Matt Sitko. So there's a look at your top 5, including Nathaniel Adler here in the 5th position. And there's a look at the fun things. We want to make sure we don't miss any of that tonight.
You know how when you were in junior high and you really liked someone and you just talked really bad about them all the time because you really liked them?
Negging?
I'm fairly sure Steph
that's
loves
called
Barber.
negging. Yeah, we were assholes when we were
got
kids.
The legend is hung in the railing.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Get the stepladder out.
A lot of talent went into that one there. Way to go, Dave.
It's like when the
Oh, wow. That fence is doing serious
They're trying to
work
knock
today.
it down for us. It's like when you get the basketball stuck on the rim and you need to throw your shoes at it.
Wow.
I was thinking it's like getting stuck in a ski lift.
Dude, shout out
gonna
to
be left
the
there for
engineer
the
that
night.
designed that fence right there. Did a fantastic. He or she did a fantastic. Ooh, that Mustang. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Alex Levinson piling in there.
Yeah, this is where the
He's
Mustangs
still
really come
alive,
into their own.
presumably. Oh, Alex Levinson presumably still alive if he made it this far.
Ooh, that was a good speed there.
That was
Almost over the fence.
it's like pole vault, really. There's some good yeeting right there. Welcome to Yeet Home, Alabama.
Oh, awesome.
Got a breakdancing Jetta back there in the background. Never lift in the Jetta. Never lift. Ah, that's magic.
It is magic.
I'm glad that we've created this.
Lots of good stuff going on here. All right, so we talked about your finishers in this first race, but here's another quick look at them. Again, Warren Van Nuss in the Cheese Lightning coming home P1 tonight with the victory out of Georgia. A victory by a margin of over 20 seconds tonight. So Warren caught some good breaks out there tonight, and I think all the hard work is paying off. So welcome back, Warren, and congratulations on your victory. And there's a look at your top 10. Shout out Amanda Tully coming home in 10th tonight. I guess she might have had some kind of penalty there or something because she was up in 5th. So top 10 for Amanda tonight. Fantastic. First race.
Huzzah! Yeah, and we're headed for a second race here in just a couple minutes. Second race should be in the middle of practice with a grid in about 5-10 minutes. So got some time. Lots of good stuff happening in that race. And again, we have a no pedal, no wheel race coming up a little bit later, which is the race we do where you don't use a traditional sim racing setup. So people using Xbox controllers is kind of the easy button, but we got all kinds of wild stuff, including a Wii balance board for steering. I believe Tom Pyrek is using his most recent rally car. The controls in it, a C4 Corvette with basically ropes tied to it, controlling an actual sim racing rig. It's really messed up that he's doing this, and it's amazing, and we'll have a couple pictures we'll show you just before we hop in.
Oh yeah, that was quite impressive.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
How did the Legends car end up in the fence?
Yeah, right here, I think this Mustang's about to
Is
yeet.
it? This is
He's
the
about to yeet home him to Alabama right there. There it is, right there.
Oh,
on your
there
screen.
it is. Look at that.
Wow. Ooh.
And he
He
caught it.
went over it.
Yeah, he would have cleared the fence, no doubt, had the virtual ceiling apparently in that exact location not come into effect.
That was wonderful.
56
Great
cars in
form.
the second session. That's fantastic. Got to go into the
Excellent.
solstice. Keep the tradition going.
I like that the Solstice was like, nah, I'm just going to mash the wall at 100.
There's a total like the broadside of a barn Jetta, even a Harley Davidson logo, and he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna swerve.
Actually, the Harley Davidson logo caused it to leak oil under itself, and he didn't really want to swerve. That caused the swerve.
And then we have this Miata that
Batman.
was all lined up to take a swing at the Jetta, but realized that he had a shot at hitting a Mustang instead of the other way around. Had to enact some revenge on the Mustang.
I think we've got looks like, is it Randy Bish coming in there? 555. Yep, Randy Bish.
Certainly his style.
Do a barrel roll, Randy Bish.
Oh,
Wow.
people yelling at him, do a kickflip.
Yeah, he's got some of that going for him too. So yeah, Santiago Iglesias comes home in 7th after starting all the way in the very back. That's a lot of passing. Oof. Right in the driver's door. That's great. Oh no, that was left-hand drive me out of my mistake. There's a Solstice getting some of that Harley Davidson logo right there. That's I think that's Soggy. Good job. Bacon for life.
I could have been standing down there in VR for all this goodness, and I completely forgot about
You
it.
could do that in the next one. It's okay. Oh, there's the three-tone brown legend making sure he gets some of that Mustang. Oh, he gets a Mustang and a Jetta. A lot of points there and fence action. Oh, that is incredible.
Fence action.
Yes,
Oh my
fence
God.
action. That's right. This is the high quality entertainment that you get when you tune into iSuckAtRacing.com. 24 hours of Lemon's iRacing League every week, multiple times a week. The hits just keep coming, literally and literally.
Literally.
Literally
Physics, ACR
and-
speed just
That's
says physics.
All right, so let's slide.
Wait, what? Randy Bish says Levinson just shaved his eyebrows for charity.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah, I had $25 a piece in those things.
I literally,
we need pictures immediately.
I literally preemptively DM'd Judge Phil that exact link like 10 minutes before we went live.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out.
he's not very good with computers.
That's okay. It's big love to the fam. That's how we do it.
Stop bringing up Tim Hortons in the chat. I
I know, this chat has been all about Tim Hortons.
a donut now.
That's Steph.
We don't have any donuts.
So we don't need to make Steph happy. we can roll past the donut chat.
If we can get a picture of the shaved eyebrows, I'll definitely put it on the screen. Definitely.
Hello, everybody.
I just dropped
Hello.
a video of
Hey,
the
Bill.
eyebrow shaving into the broadcast text.
Did I miss something? Were you guys talking about genital shaving or?
No, eyebrows.
Yeah, we've all done it, Phil, so if you can just get on with it.
Alex Levinson.
I actually use the duct tape method, so it's more brutal
Nair.
because it's more metal.
I think
Trying to figure out how to
I think
show
it's
something
the only
on
way to do
Facebook.
it. Yeah,
This
carb
seems
spray.
dangerous.
Carb spray.
Okay, once again, I'm going to issue my usual disclaimer. When I joke about using like carb dip on the stovetop or carb spray to kill mosquitoes, or
There you are,
whatever, like,
ladies and
don't
gentlemen.
do it,
Alex
all right?
Levinson shaving his eyebrows off for charity.
that's-
Oh my
I know
god.
that.
Do eyebrows
Yeah.
grow back quickly? I don't even know.
No, well, it
Find out.
depends.
Wait,
Mine
what was the
grow pretty
reason?
quickly, but most
What
people
was
they
the-
don't.
What
Let me
was
ask
the
you this:
alleged logic behind this?
when you get your
Well,
haircut,
he's our drinking for
you-
charity contestant tonight.
Oh, right, okay.
And he tried to turn it into drinking and stripping, where he said he'd take an article of clothing off for each $10 in donations he received. Well, the number one article of clothing that people voted on him to remove was his eyebrows.
You know, you really don't have to wear pants when you're doing one of these online things anyway, so how do we know? Maybe he's taking his pants off.
Hey,
Well,
look
you
at
guys
that.
are
We
wearing
made it
pants?
just in time for the grid. That's talent.
I haven't worn pants since like the middle of March.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I have a friend that refuses to wear pants. I think he said he's worn pants like twice in the last
Well,
10 years.
If you don't wear
Funerals.
something to keep your taint juice from getting on your office chair, then it's going to get pretty gross. So at least put a towel down.
Full disclosure, he does wear
I'm sitting in
shorts.
I'm sitting in an
so, yeah.
87 Hyundai Excel seat with like 1 million virtual miles. I don't care.
Did you get is it the very rare leather Hyundai XL seat option?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I don't think they actually had that. Although there was a clock. You could get a clock. We've talked about this before.
Yes,
It does have
the
pure pleather
analog
piping
clock.
on it.
Why do people like leather seats in cars? Like, they're the worst thing ever. They're like hot in summer and cold in winter, and you can't stay on them on a racetrack.
There you
I'm not quite sure because the Japanese got it right. When they do a luxury car, they have cloth seats because they're quieter. So you don't hear. You want your luxury car to be
Wave
very
that
quiet. So
flag.
I have an LS400, and I keep thinking I need to get some Celsior Japan market seats, which are cloth for it, because it's just too loud. It's the Coach leather edition. It has, it came with a matching set of luggage and like green leather. I mean, it's nice leather, but I would prefer the Japanese cloth.
Well, the very early U.S. LS400s, you could get a cloth interior. Although
Oh, really?
they sent about 5 of them over here, but still.
Somebody
Well,
let
the
Tom
problem is-
Pyrex know his wheel's not straight right now.
All of the old
He's steering
LSs.
with an actual Corvette wheel.
Oh yeah. Does he actually have the car jacked up and sensors on the wheels, or do you just remove the Corvette wheel
So
and
he is
install
doing
his
that.
iRacing?
Oh yeah, he is doing that right now. So let's get a picture of that
gonna
up
be
for
great.
everybody.
Yeah, let's see that. I saw it earlier, but I want to see it again.
Yep. So, so his previous rally/race car had a monitor attached to the roll cage, so that his passenger in the very back seat could play SNES. So he's now hooked it up to his desktop, which you can see on the hood of
Right.
his Corvette.
Yeah.
It's not in the field of vision, so it's fine.
Yeah, and yes, so he's using the Corvette controls somehow with pulleys and whatever string, and
Maybe it's just
driving on the monitor from 12 feet away.
it might
That's got to
just
be the
be
worst
working
part of
very
the whole
well.
setup.
It
It's
might
like
just
looking
be
down the
me, but-
wrong end of a telescope.
But the monitor
Exactly.
seems awfully far away. I'm just saying.
The field of view is not
binoculars,
exactly
yeah.
optimal, but can we just talk about the roll cage in the minivan? Holy crap.
Oh man, someone's got the virus, the Lemons COVID sticker on the back of their car. Look at that. That's
We
great.
talk about how this looks like slow motion, but isn't.
Yeah, so he's holding up the entire grid, just trying to roll off it. That's fantastic.
That was incredible.
We've all had helium piped into our rooms.
Yep.
The world has slowed down.
So what happens if you hit the safety car during the pace lap? Anything? Any punishment at all? Because you might as well.
it's
I'm
transparent.
in the pits eating
Unfortunately,
ice cream cones while you're doing that.
34 Class B vehicles, 14
tried to
Class
space car.
C's,
You just
13
tried
Class
through
A's. Yeah,
It's a lot of solstices.
yeah. That is the unfortunate
warming
thing
up
about
his tires.
the Days of Thunder fans is you can't hit the pace car in iRacing. You can in NASCAR 2003 though.
The guy swerving back and forth to heat up his tires reminds me, like, you go to a Lemons race, somebody's got like a Hyundai Sonata with
Yes.
Douglas extra tracks, during the transponder testing laps. He's like swerving back and forth in the rain to heat up his tires. I gotta tell you, I don't think that makes much difference in how much the extra tracks grip. In fact,
Those are 1,400 tread wear.
I'd be willing to go out on a limb and say that no tires that anybody runs in Lemons are going to make any difference at all if you swerve back and forth on the transponder laps at 32 miles an hour in the rain or in any conditions. But I mean, you do what you can to give yourself an edge. But I've noticed the teams that win the Lemons races in meet space don't do those things. And they also don't have like a super frenzy to shave 3 seconds off their pit stops. Just saying, I'm sure there's no connection. Just as there's no connection between the fact that all of the RX-7s that have won Lemons races have been silent. They've been nice, quiet RX-7s, whereas 98% of RX-7s in Lemons, that's the rest of them, are loud as hell. No connection there, obviously, just randomness.
Someone who shall rename nameless in one of our cars was doing the warm-up swerve on one of the opening laps and spun the car out.
That's a risky run.
Yeah.
We know the tires are cold.
I've seen people crash the car getting it off the trailer in the paddock, so anything can happen.
I think we're racing.
I've been at a number of races where people have blown engines trying to get the car off the trailer.
Oh yeah, I've seen people throw rods twice, just backing it off the trailer. I mean, it's actually I've seen someone throw a rod in the hotel parking lot, moving the race car. Okay, fine. A terrible, fatal rod knock. Maybe they didn't wait for it to pop a hole in the side of the block, but that would have been the next thing.
If you want to see a fun trailer loading past a good time, just watch the silly nannies load from a trailer up some ramps into their box truck backwards with their Mustang. It's always
everything involving the silly nannies is something you don't want to look at too closely. And they were kind of a redemption story, but then they unredeemed themselves frequently. So I mean, I like those guys. They're a bunch of partying, Polish dudes, but man, they're discipline problems sometimes.
Okay, Dexter Morgan.
About 20 seconds back, there was a Legends car flipping.
Yeah, Dexter Morgan. That's incredible.
I don't know who the Dexter Morgan.
No,
Is that the Dexter Morgan?
That is the Dexter Morgan. So there's
Dexter Morgan?
a show on Showtime back in the day about a serial killer that.
Dexter.
Yes, yeah. His name is Dexter Morgan, the character.
I thought you were talking about the doctor that sewed John Wayne Bobbitt's penis back on. Dr. Dexter Morgan, the penisologist.
Yes, the penile specialist. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Where is John Wayne Bobbitt these days? Can we name a corner after him?
Didn't he become a porn star or something like that?
I believe it was a brief porn career.
Okay.
Yeah.
The straight with the kink in it seems like the right one for him.
There you go.
Well, I actually think the shortest straightaway.
I think Tommy's having some technical difficulties.
It reminds me of like the time I was working for this software company, and we all went to New York. Like everybody, we got bought by some other company. We went to New York for a big conference. We're gonna have a motivational speaker, and it was like, man, it's gonna be Joey Buttafuoco for sure, right? It's gonna be him. It was disappointing. It was Colin Powell. I mean, what the hell? Couldn't they get Joey?
Couldn't they get some like Eastern European dictator to come?
I mean, granted, Colin actually is a Volvo collector, and Jay Lamb almost sold him a Volvo one time. But still, I was disappointed by the lack of D-grade celebrity that we got.
You're looking for Buttafuoco, you got Gandhi, and you're upset.
I wouldn't really call Colin Powell Gandhi. We don't really need to talk about, the My Lai massacre and his assistance in the cover-up of it or anything. But if you guys really want to talk about it, we could.
How do you do that? How
does a formerly honorable man help cover up this terrible massacre? Well, I'll tell you, if you have political ambition,
that's not where I was going for.
I mean, we could get pretty philosophically heavy if you'd like. I mean, I'm all for it. Can we bring in Wittgenstein now? I mean, I like to drop his name whenever I can.
Speed that your brain pulls up conflict is amazing.
I don't know about that. Anyway, back to this race.
Why can't I just be happy, Phil?
We've got a Chrysler 200 trail braking in front of the Dodge Journey. Unfortunately, only in my heart do those cars exist on this track. But
with the clown car, oh my God!
Well, at the Lemons Thursday Therapy today, we had a lengthy discussion about the Chrysler 200, and we came to the realization that this is near the top of our list for cars we'd like to see. Oh, that's an excellent one there.
That's some nightmare fuel right there.
Is this
I'm not comfortable with any of this.
Is it a cultural reference that this guy invented, or is that actually like a thing that all popular culture knowledgeable people know about?
Phil, that's something I'm even scared to Google to find out if it's real.
Don't ever Google something like naked clown. You're not going to like the results. I mean, the top 100 results are all going to just make you feel itchy inside, and not in a good way.
Is there good itchy?
So back to the My Lai massacre.
There it is.
Well, no, actually, apparently now some people say that Colin Powell was not the PR mastermind who hushed it up for a long time, and we could talk about this for the rest of this race if you guys would prefer.
That's okay.
Okay. Howard Dean, on the other hand,
Howard Dean, I could talk about.
He actually invented the incandescent light bulb.
Check.
Some people say it was
Actually incorrect.
I don't need your facts intruding here and ruining my story, all right?
So Eric with the checks out.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to admit, I did not vote for Howard back then, but the Scream wasn't really part of my decision. Probably should have been.
What else do you need to know about a political candidate?
Well, he's back in the news now, though. He's apparently in charge of Biden's electronic campaign strategies or something. So let's just hope he can break out the Scream at some really critical point. There are some presidential debates going on, and I don't know, the South China Sea is on fire and the whole deal. And Howard Dean just walks into the field of vision of the main camera and just let's go with the Scream, and our enemies all surrender. Could happen.
Yeah, totally. Pat Mulry with you Hitsune Miku livery there.
Oh, okay, look at that. I've actually never really gone, other than what I've seen it on his cars at racetracks.
Lady Aubernon just looked up John Wayne Bobbitt. Nothing new other than a Lifetime movie from a year or so ago. Thank you, lady.
But he's still alive.
Maybe he's with Tanya Harding working on a new land speed record. She actually did set a land speed record at Bonneville. I'm not kidding. No, she really did. No, she really, honest to God, Tanya Harding, years after her brush with a C-list celebrity.
Wow.
Actually, and it was like some old Detroit, like a Model A or something.
See, that's Tom Pyrex spinning Pat Mulry since he's driving with a real car and a monitor that is half a mile away.
I think we cut him some slack for that. I don't think there's any need to punish him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I think I'm with chat on the Fs here.
I'd like to congratulate ACR Speed for finding a couple boxes of 10-bit cereal on eBay and then actually pulling the trigger on them. So,
is there ever such a thing?
Evidently there is.
Cereal? Is that like Quisp? I mean,
it's Tim Hortons cereal, man.
I've heard a lot about Tim Hortons, but have never actually experienced the glory of Tim Hortons' alleged culinary products.
Damn.
It's Dunkin' Donuts, but friendlier.
But what?
Friendlier.
Is Dunkin' Donuts known for hostility?
It's Canadian, so they're friendly.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Shit's getting way too complicated for me.
It's always.
Apparently there's a Twinkie cereal also, Judge Phil.
Oh my God. Really?
Cereals are all super sugary now.
Well, that reminds me, I have a friend who made a really good living in the 90s off selling vintage cereal boxes, like pre-kind of internet sales.
With cereal in them.
How do you do that?
Bruce Jenner one's worth a bunch of money now.
He got so obsessed. He and I were collaborated on a lot of performance art stuff that we don't need to talk about right now because all of it is intensely sexual. But anyway, his obsession back then was with cartoon characters that were used to sell food products. And he collected like prototypes of, you remember Funny Face? It was like a really crappy Kool-Aid competitor. They're cartoon characters. He collected like the hand-carved wooden prototypes of their toys and all that. And then he would go to the print plants where they would print cereal boxes, and they would still have like all these proof sheet cereal boxes from the 60s and 70s. He would just buy them for next to nothing. And then in the 90s, it turned out people born in the 50s and 60s got really nostalgic about this. So there was like a zine for cereal freaks. So he was selling like, what was there? There were a whole bunch of cereals that came and went very briefly in the 60s and 70s that I don't remember. But he was selling these things for like $1,000 each. Then when the internet came along, it kind of knocked the value of some of them down. But Freakies was the cereal that was worth the most. If you ever find a box of Freakies, it's incredibly valuable.
I have questions. Namely, how do you find buyers for this kind of thing pre-internet? Like, is there?
Well, there was a whole national network. I don't know.
Take out an ad in the paper.
So magazines had those like classifieds in the back of them. Yeah.
This is the guy who invented Mr. Toast. It's Dan Goodsell. So if you just look online, and he'll explain exactly how he made money off cereal boxes. I don't understand, but he makes a living selling Mr. Toast stuff now. So there you go.
There's actually a YouTube channel about cereal collecting, which is terrifying.
Oh, it's a thing. It reminds people of their allegedly happy childhoods. I think in the 60s and 70s, most childhoods were kind of miasmas of abuse and terror, but that might just be my experience.
Breakfast.
Say about your childhood when the highlight of it was cereal.
Well,
Like
it wasn't. I mean, that's the thing.
to a
I think
bicycle or something.
I think people associate the cereal with these good times they're hallucinating having had.
Breakfast.
I mean, think about it. Everyone went outside, and the first thing he did when he breathed outside was breathe lead from the lead that goes in the car. That went into car gasoline. I mean, you're taking a giant neurotoxin hit right away. And the last positive thing you take with you as you go out the door into the hellish, nightmare-scape that was childhood in the 70s in America was the taste of that artificially flavored cereal on your tongue. And maybe they remember that as this kind of ray of light in an otherwise very gloomy existence. Or maybe it was just that the cartoon characters were really cool.
I think it's going to turn out to be a sexual thing none of us understand.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to talk about the sexual aspects of this, I'm happy to take it there.
Let's not. Let's wait another week. Although we got about 13 minutes.
Ooh, 3 wide. Get you some of that. Oh, Jesse. Poor F's in chat for Jesse. He just got yeeted by a legend.
Oh, Jesse Thomas. He's the guy with the very large Fiero tattoo, is he not?
Is he? I didn't know that.
His name is Jesse Thomas. Is it the Jesse Thomas?
He totally has a Fiero back tattoo. Like,
no, he's got a really, it's like an idealized scene of a Fiero with a 4.9 Cadillac swap, and you can tell because it has 4.9 logos on the cowl induction hood scoop on the front. I don't ask me why, and like driving into a sunset. I think there's a mushroom cloud there that symbolizes the destruction of all non-Fieros, and he's a very intense man. I mean, he has a lot to say on many subjects, including the superiority of the Fiero, but so far we have not seen a 4.9, and that's the HT 4100 Cadillac V8 SWAT Fiero yet. I think it's a fine idea. I mean, we have the 3800 supercharged, but I think given the success of the Petrosexuals HT 4100 SWAT Miata, HT 4100 SWAT Fiero would be even better.
Yeah, totally.
It would probably just win by 150 laps.
I did put a photo of the tattoo in the broadcast.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Now, that was a long time ago. That was like 8 or 9 years ago. So I bet he's expanded it. But so look, he's got the rear-facing cowl induction scoop on the back, and then he's going. I don't see the mushroom cloud, so that might have been in my imagination. But
there's a dragon.
Is driving to victory in his 4.9 powered Fiero, and his Lemons Fiero was quick. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know when the last time he actually raced in a Lemons race was.
Summit Point, I think, and it promptly blew up like most Fieros after actually being quite fast and then blew up.
There were a couple of weaknesses in the Fiero, gotta admit. The Chevette front suspension and the front suspension out of a J-body Chevy in the back. Because GM had a bunch of those lying around, and the guys taking inventory were too drunk to count them, so they put them in the Fiero. There were probably more rational reasons for that. But they got the Fiero right by 88 in the same way that they got the Corvair right by 67 or 66, but it didn't really seem to matter. And on that note, I think the Chrysler 200 is the car we need to be talking about, because it's the same sort of thing. It's this incredible Italian design, luxurious purple interior, and we have not had one yet. And they show up in junkyards. They showed up in junkyards when they were like a year and a half old. I mean, not even crashed, because people didn't appreciate them.
That's right.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned on Lemon's Thursday Therapy today on Facebook Live, that there are several Chrysler 200s in my neighborhood, and not one of them has all of its body panels undented, basically.
I don't think, here in Denver, I don't think I've seen one in motion for a couple of years, but the junkyards certainly have enough of them. I mean, maybe they just don't really, I just don't notice them on the street, or maybe none of them run anymore.
Right.
Perfect for Lemons, Class C. I mean, can you imagine? They're Italian thoroughbred machines, and you could buy one and just take it, get an Avenger RT while you're at it, put them both in Class C, I don't know why people even bother with these boring E30s.
He's riding along with Tom Pyrek in the car he's driving with his real life car.
It looks like it sort of works.
Okay, that's why it's going so slow. Okay, I got it.
The turn seems more difficult. So it has a lot of slack in the steering linkage in the same way that a GM product of the 80s does. So
accurate.
I mean, it's no Dodge Dynasty.
I mean, what is?
don't even try to torture me with ideas of that someone might actually drive a Dynasty. No one's stepping up with one. We actually had the Chrysler New Yorker version of the Dynasty, the one that got on its side at Nelson's Ledges. And I believe the drug bridge was within sight of that crash, too.
What about Benson and Hedges?
Drug bridge?
The Dynasty was such an amazing vehicle. Kiss wrote an entire album about it. That's how amazing that car is.
Did they have an album called Dynasty?
They did.
You know, I gotta admit, like, I'm the right age to have been a Kiss fan, but I never liked them. Sorry. I feel bad now. Let's just have a moment of silence.
I'm just pointing out my age. Yeah, it got really quiet in here. I apologize.
No, I mean, I should have liked Kiss because, I mean, what's not to like? Christine, 16, I had to have you. You know, that's some classy lyrics right there. But
and then you go with Winger, she's only 17, which is terrifying in another way.
You're moving it up a year. There's a difference, but still, it's sketchy. I mean, and actually, what I like too is what's the singer with the big tongue's name? I can't remember.
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, right? He was actually a teacher before he was the singer for Kiss. I mean, he was like a grade school teacher. Chaim Witz, his real name, and then just something went wrong. He went from being this nice teacher to being. Well, I mean, Gene Simmons, look at him. I mean, what would you rather be?
Something went horribly wrong. He went from being this nice teacher to, a billionaire.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they were riding pretty high for a while, but I don't know. What's he doing these days?
Oh, little punt there from James Pancoast.
Still selling merchandise.
It's second, third, and fourth in A-Class locked in a tight battle, and looks like Alec Nelson went in to serve a black flag, and James Pancoast is just punting cars out of his way to keep Dexter Morgan behind him.
I don't think he knows they exist, actually. That seems to be a common problem because there's like intentional wiping out of their cars.
What is your favorite inhalant that you mention weekly, Judge Phil?
Scotch Guard? Well, it's not mine, but it's the most popular toxic inhalant in the world.
Your favorite to mention, yes. Yeah, Scotch Guard.
Yeah, Scotch Guard. Well,
that's
because
they sell
55-gallon drums of Scotch Guard in the areas of the world where it's a popular intoxicant.
Okay.
So
because you can't really have enough of it, really.
I mean, you dole it out and you put it in those little snack-sized Ziploc bags and dole it out to the kids in the neighborhood for a couple of those loadies.
It's always worth a good laugh just to Google image search huffing paint and see what you get.
You know, people in my junior high school huffed paint. It was a thing.
Man, battles everywhere.
Hey, speaking of your friends, Phil, do we have time for the Paul Soup piss story?
Oh, yeah. You know, if you guys really want to hear it, I probably shouldn't give his name because he does work for the state of California, but, you know.
Too late now.
So, anyway, a friend of mine in Orange County, like, there's this shopping mall called South Coast Plaza, which has the highest, or at the time had the highest profit per square foot of any shopping mall in the world. Which, I mean, and it's actually mentioned in a Thomas Pynchon novel, too, the Great South Coast Plaza lipstick shoplifting raid or something in Vineland. So it's got a lot of kind of street cred to it. So we had a lot of friends that worked at this place, and it was kind of a nightmare dystopian environment, I thought. So my friend was living in his parents' garage because the house was too civilized, and he had like a 5-gallon, water bottle with a funnel on it that was his garage urinal because he wants to go in the house. And you just pee in it, and then it would evaporate, naturally. And so he ended up with like.
We're getting a view.
Oh wow!
It's
Oh, I see. He's just pulling on straps out the window. It's not actually hooked up to his, or is it hooked up to his car steering wheel? Oh, no, it's hooked up to the wheels. Look at that.
That is some excellent Lemons engineering.
Wow. So it's hooked up to the tire. The ratchet straps are. So he's wow. So is he? I hope he has.
Like sliding.
I really hope he's got some good ventilation in there. If he's sitting there with the vet running.
I don't think the vet has to run.
I think it's jacked up. Yeah, it looks like it's jacked up.
I'm seeing a lot of flex on the Vice table installation, which is no problem.
Yeah, the table's got wheels and it's moving.
Well,
that's amazing, Tom.
In that way.
One more time, everybody.
That's the IOE for this race, I would have to say.
That is great.
That's a slam dunk.
Yeah, way to go, Tom. That's amazing.
The best part is that It's a Corvette.
That's the actual steering system out of a Dodge Avenger.
And then he's looking at this little tiny monitor. I mean, you might as well be looking at the
whenever you told me about this, I was like, I really hope he has like a 50-inch TV, or he's gonna have a really bad time.
No, it's like a 14-inch TV. It's in the back of a car parked in front of him.
It's like 1024 by 768 resolution, and it's 12 feet away.
You know what would be better is if you actually were in an old drive-in movie parking lot where you're projecting it on the big screen.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Into the abyss, apparently.
Anyway, back to the piss story here. So
that's important.
So anyway, he saved up probably 300 gallons of urine that had evaporated down to this brownish sort of, I'm going to say like molasses thick urine concentrate. Because most of the water had evaporated. And around the neck of this bottle, one of those standard 5-gallon, drinking water bottles, it built up all these mineral crystals, because it turns out your urine is full of minerals. Anyway, so he's like, what are we going to do with this? And then he realized, I'll just... he had a urinal in his car, too. He had a 68 Mustang, and rigged it up with a urinal in his car. It's a transmission funnel with a hose, a piece of heat hose going out through a rust hole in the floor. Because who wants to stop and pee when you're driving, right? So he went to the South Coast Plaza parking lot and went to the top floor and started pouring his 5 gallons of piss concentrate into the urinal.
Yeah. So he took the 5-gallon bucket and dropped it.
No, he distributed it over the entire top floor. And then, so it smelled like 100 winos have been living there for 10 years. So then what happened was the South Coast Plaza maintenance people were like, man, it smells like piss in here. We got to do something. So they tried to steam clean it, but it turns out when you add water to piss concentrate...
Rehydrate.
Yeah, you're just making piss. So it smelled like piss 5 years later. It was pretty impressive. And actually, I'm glad that you used a different name for my friend, because otherwise, I believe that Adnan Khashoggi actually owns that mall now. Is he still alive?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, the one that did the missile deals and the Iran-Contra scandal. That was all going on back then. I think Adnan was the majority investor in South Coast Plaza. That was part of it, too. We weren't Adnan fans. Some were in Orange County. Actually, I'd say most were.
Eric,
well, that guy, he'd be dead.
He'd be dead. Yep.
Yeah. Look at that. He's not dead.
I put it on focus on crashes.
Oh, really? So does it focus on the worst crash? I mean, when
it just focuses on when there's car contact, it switches to it. And it has iRacing has prediction code, so if it predicts contact, like right here, it thought they were going to hit, and they did. There you go. Yeah, it's amazing technology.
I think that's what actual NASCAR broadcasts do too. It's fun.
I mean, I wish they would just have a graveyard in the infield that two graves would appear every time there was a fatal crash on this race.
Fox and NBC both wish they could do that.
They also wish they had piss stories.
They have no piss stories.
That's not
the only piss story out of this guy too. I mean, there's a whole genre.
Yeah.
Imagine
for the
minute to go for Max at Lupfer.
All right, so we got a minute to go.
No, tell your story. Tell your story. I just was telling everybody that nobody really probably cares.
For another time.
Yeah, the 688 is whooping ass. 27-second lead right now.
The chat says that Adnan Khashoggi is in fact dead.
Is he?
So
that's what they want
we
you to
waited
think.
too long. I should have made him do a pass-through penalty whenever he got like a 20-second lead earlier.
Can you just press the throw a rod button?
I can't make him throw a rod. I could DQ him or black flag him.
Just for nothing.
Yeah.
Just because.
There's the giant spider.
Yep.
I haven't been looking at the comments up there, but I'm sure Steph is saying terrible things about Barber. Let's see.
No, just don't.
Steph says she's here for the PPs.
Steph, yeah. I mean, on that subject, do puffalumps actually have a means of excreting? Is that like the Baby Alive did? Is that a thing? Do they actually fill them up with
white flag right here? Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, hold on. We're about to
nope, he's going to have to go a whole nother lap. Wow, he crossed the line with 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, now it's white flag. They went ahead and white flagged it. Okay, there we go.
Now's the time to bust him, to just throw his, make him that thing.
Yeah.
They call that sliding in under the tag.
That is
Do
correct.
they?
There's so much Lemmy chat. Lemmy mentions in chat. I have a question for chat.
What, let me kill Mister?
Where's that coming from?
I'm your god. We got off on a musical tangent, and
I don't think God wouldn't dare fight Lemmy. I mean, how could you?
Phoenix, nice.
I'm gonna wait and see if anyone in the chat caught that and gets the correct answer.
Oh, Tom Pyrek says the Corvette is in the garage because the brakes broke. Then the brakes broke on my rig. Let's hope I can fix it before the race in 10 minutes. We'll see.
Brakes broke.
So I'm wondering what the brake control is like. Does it just have like the iRacing, the control pedals sort of next to his real pedals?
Yeah, he must have. Yeah, maybe he's got his like actual pedals in the Corvette.
I hope so.
Yeah, because those cords are pretty long.
You could do the same rig with the Dodge Dynasty.
What was the question, Sean? ACR speed.
Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God?
Come on, people. This is a movie reference.
Oh, Manatulli. Yeah.
Is it what movie?
Well, I can't. Well,
Okay.
you didn't know what you do, so it's Airheads.
I haven't seen that.
Liar.
No, I've never seen it.
There it is, right there. That's right.
Trick
Let's
question.
You got it?
Yeah, it's just a trick question. Lemmy is God, right? Yeah.
Bird up. No, is Lady Auburn in Twitch. There you go.
Oh my God.
Brian David sent me a close second.
Congratulations,
Oh,
you
God.
win.
And we get the Corvette controller as the IOE if we ever.
That's right.
I mean, I made an IOE graphic they could stick on their cars somewhere. I forgot what happened to it.
It's not
Like
really
lowercase I.
happening here in turn 1, by the way. Oh, there's some good.
Here it comes. Yeah.
Oh,
I got here before they did this time. Oh, come on.
Missed him again. They missed him again.
That was impressive.
Can you hit the spider?
Ooh.
Is there a way to hit the spider?
Get over the wall to get to it.
Yeah, we can figure something
I
out.
mean, when I've worked at Barber and I've shot pictures there, I've stood near the spider.
There's talk of eventual iRacing you being able to do sandbox stuff. So
Excellent.
That's a good
yeah,
crash
which
right
means we can do
there.
whatever we want. Yeah, that's great. Oh,
Everyone needs more box stuff.
There's some high-speed crashing
Yes,
going
more
on here. They're all
boxes.
dead.
buckets or boxes
Yeah.
will it float?
I see
Anyone in chat get
Jetta
that
rolling
reference?
coal.
Yep. Breakdancing Jetta in the back by the wall there.
Ooh, nice
I think
burnout.
Sonoma's got the best end of race place. Is if you come out of the carousel and just go straight, you end up on a complete launch ramp that launches you over the other side into the stands.
Fortunately, no one does that at the real Sonoma races.
Sonoma is super cool in iRacing because they've modeled the whole
death.
grounds.
Absolute
You can-
Miata parked sideways death.
You can pretty much hop the fence at Sonoma and just go exploring like you would in real life.
You know, in real life at Sonoma, most of the access roads that
Gould.
people go race on are just nothing but potholes and mud
Don't
pits.
lift. Keep it pinned. Keep it pinned. Nice.
I just want to see the
Jetta-
sheep
Jetta's
at
still
Sonoma
dancing.
actually make their way onto the track.
Oh
Sometimes-
God,
sometimes
that
they're goats.
Mustang! Wow.
Actually, at the time I tried camping up in the hills above the track, it seemed so bucolic and pleasant. And then they moved the sheep
Man,
and
that
the
Jetta was
guard
hauling
dogs
ass.
over there, and I listened to guard dogs barking and sheep baaing all night.
It'd be worse.
Wow.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
awesome.
There's a lot of
That was a
coyotes there, so the
pirouette.
guard dogs
That
got a
was
lot to
cool.
do. So these are all dead people here.
That's
right.
possibly the best pileup we've ever had. That was
That was
amazing.
That was a strong one.
No, I like
yeah.
the ones where they get a lot of air, where they get up pretty high.
Where they break physics.
Well, where they get up and spin around up in the sky for a while.
What's the tally comment?
That's just
Yeah, we
spinning
had
its
someone-
tires in dirt.
We had someone stuck in the fence in the last race, like
Yeah,
hung up
we
on
had
the top
had
of the
fence.
fence.
Yeah. That was
And they
David
just left it
Carpenter,
there, which
not
made it kinda worthwhile.
someone. Not someone. That was David Carpenter.
Folks, I'm going to run off and eat my dinner, but I'll probably see you another one of these.
Hey, thanks for
Speaking
joining us,
of
Chris.
David Carpenter, here he comes with a full head of steam to turn one. Oh, he's not going to get there.
Oh, that's a good one.
There you go, Phil.
Wow, he's dead.
Both of them.
Was everything we wanted.
Yep. Oh,
And yet he's still pulling the throttle, and he got fuel
I
still
saw,
being
I saw
drawn
that he
into
was
his
going
engine.
80 miles an hour, and I figured that's got to end with something excellent.
I kind of want a Legends car with no fenders now. They
Yeah.
actually look
Yep.
really cool.
You know what are a lot of fun? The dirt midgets on little Legend ovals, like the Charlotte Legends oval and like Oxford Plains, the little tiny tracks. Yeah, the dirt midget on the pavement. It's good times.
You
I
know,
actually
my,
prefer the term tiny race car.
I
Mazda
apologize.
MPVs.
Small race car.
We really need spec Isuzu Oasis going on in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spec Plymouth Rampages, yes.
Oh man,
It's a new Discovery Channel show. I think it's Tiny
There
Race
are-
Car, Big World, or something like that.
there are 2 Plymouth
Little
Rampage
car,
Plymouth
big world.
Scamps in junkyards near me right now. And I posted them on the Plymouth Scamp forum on Facebook, and they're like, how could this happen? Well, it happened because you people are too cheap to spend any money on these trucks, and they're all going to get crushed. You people.
That looks
This
amazing.
was probably one of our best race pileups here.
It was an amazing pod.
Maybe we should-
everyone.
We should put together a compilation of the best Lemons iRacing
Oh yeah.
tie-ups.
Oh yeah.
With that, I mean, this is all saved, right? We can do it.
We can commit. Yeah, it's all archived for a reason, definitely.
For scientific purposes.
For science. Apparently, Amanda had another lap because she tried not to wreck there, and then
Are they still being counted at this point?
they
Oh,
were.
they were.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Fennec, there is a figure 8 oval in iRacing.
Yeah,
There
Irwindale.
actually
Yep. Yep.
So that must make
We've
you
had
feel
great
good and
fun
then
with the figure 8,
preparing
actually.
yourself.
I recommend Mouse Race Pro 2 lights at the Irwindale figure 8.
Irwindale. Man.
Although, if you have a VR setup for the figure 8, it can get pretty tough. So you get pretty nauseous with all the spinning and the upside downs and all the different
Yeah.
things that happen.
School best chain figure 8 racing is really what America's all about.
Nice.
It is a thing. They do school best figure 8 chain racing. Can you imagine?
Donnie,
Yeah.
While towing a trailer.
Donnie Petrunak has done school bus racing. I do.
I mean, school best chain figure 8 racing, though, takes it to another level. That's where the school bus in front has the engine, one in the back has no engine, chained together by 100 feet of chain with a driver in each bus, figure 8. So you can actually use the chain to intercept the bus coming on the other side of the 8.
Do you remember the guy? Do you remember the Mirthmobile?
Yeah.
He
course.
raced figure 8 in real life.
Excellent.
Harold Darner. Yeah. He's a wild man.
I like it. There's a breakdancing.
Oh, the
That's
cheese ball.
Cheeseballs
The
Jedi.
cheese ball breakdancing with the.
That was the one that it was rocking for a
I'm
while.
liking those tight donuts that Miata is doing. That's great.
That's really good. This is what it's all about: is figuring out what it is allowing us to do in the dumbest way possible.
Solstice.
Eric, we heard you yelling at the screen. We heard you yelling while we shot it.
That's incredible.
That was a good one.
Wow.
And then he
Picks up speed. Picks up speed. Yes. Ooh, right in the door of that Mustang. Oh, we just got.
Broken physics.
Let me
for
go
the
back
win.
again. Yeah, hold on. Sorry. Whenever the race is over, after 10 minutes, it kicks me off the server, and then it goes back. So here we
so
go
fun.
again. That's okay. Then we just get to see it again. Ooh,
Well, actually, I have to get going and do some stuff. So
Here we go again.
I will see you guys in the next one.
all right.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Phil.
Thanks for joining us, Phil.
All right. I hope I didn't ruin it too bad.
Nah.
All right, good.
It was nothing until
You'll
you got
rue
here.
this day.
Nah, I'll be back to ruin it some more. So talk to you guys.
Great. All right. See you, Phil.
All right, bye.
Well, go ahead. Just stop
filler.
ruining.
I love how he just shows up and then it's absolute bedlam immediately in the commentary.
Oh, did you see?
Shows
Okay,
up,
hold on.
and then
Watch the Legends card, number 69 here. Let me see if I can get a better shot of it. That is an incredible amount of
Spinning and things.
physics. Incredible amount of physics about to take place right here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Johnny Cash.
Oh. Into the catch fence. Still in the fence.
Kind of went around it.
Oh, and then the Jetta right there too, into the wall so hard it gets off the ground. Wow, there's a lot going on here. See if we can get some.
There's a lot of human being vaporized in this.
There we go. Wow.
The underbody
Barber-
detailing in the Miata is quite good, actually. Who knew?
Absolutely. Just based on the crash space at the end of the race, Barber's always going to be my favorite pick now.
Yeah.
Chris, it sounds like you've
Home,
got
Alabama.
some experience with upside down Miatas.
Oh yeah, totally. Like every time I drove one in practice, I just totally rolled it. So I switched to a different car.
the Slowstis or
The Slowstis was easy. Like, I can do that because we actually had one for a while. Now it's moved to the West Coast. You'll see it out there. But the Miata, I just can't handle on iRacing. I'm not good enough. It is impossible.
Cannot be done.
They changed it about 2 seasons ago, put different tires on it. It's been real squirrely ever since.
That it is the rookie road course car that you're saying is impossible.
No.
Yeah, totally. I can drive all the rest of them. Just the Miata sucks.
Are we talking the NC or the ND global car? Which one?
The ND, the one they put all the rookies in.
Yeah, the actual
the ND,
global.
That car in real life is one of the twitchiest freaking race cars I've ever driven. It's stupidly twitchy in real life. There's no breakaway at the edge. It's either like sort of in line or it snaps. It's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Like most things, I really like to see the Lemons rookies that are having problems with the slower cars moving into faster cars to solve their problems.
That's right.
It happens though. In this, it definitely happens.
So much good death happening here in turn 1.
I love the cars just on fire.
Yeah.
Haze of destruction hanging over the track.
This is a good side swipe right there, by the way.
Oh!
And then, Simon Thorpe kept it pinned in the Adidas Jetta. So good. And that just whips it around. The breakdancing Jetta is really our big contribution to iRacing, I think. Slurms McKenzie launching the other car somehow instead of getting clobbered. So good. And then, the other car just ghosted through another Jetta. Huh. And there's a dead Slurms McKenzie right there.
Brett Sloan making a backward entrance back onto the track. As a New Zealander, that's the right setup down there.
Correct.
That is one invincible Miata. I'd like to point that out.
Yeah, the Miata parked on the halfway to the outside of turn 1. The Slurms car has just launched everybody without being hurt.
How that works is when the car's not moving, iRacing knows exactly where you are, but when you're moving, iRacing has to predict where you're going. So the car that's moving, it's not exactly sure where you are. So the car that's sitting still, apparently, full beast mode there. Well, look at the Mustang pirouette. Oh, that's Dexter Morgan pirouetting over the Solstice. That's incredible.
That is great. Solstice driver, very lucky to not be dead. I think that's Ted Fort in the 234.
Hey, the Dexter comes
the
in.
Mustang.
Yeah,
the
he's
Mustang
drifting.
actually rippled.
Yeah, drifting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And
wow!
That is not going to
the
buff
front.
out.
Watch the front clip. Like watch right here, where the 522 is. Watch this.
that's actually impressive. The physics model that they actually catch the ripple down the car. As that happens.
Like a shockwave.
And that's on the old damage model. That isn't even one of the cars in the new damage model yet.
That's correct. Yeah.
We don't have any cars in the new damage model yet, and it's going to be really interesting to have new and old interacting if they update some of them. But stuff like hoods flying open and tires flying off is so limited. We really need that.
Breaking. Yeah, all that fun stuff.
But the Mustang and the Solstice are on the new tire model this week, and it didn't appear to help either. It didn't appear to help either of them, from what I saw.
Agreed.
Just broke everyone's setup, so
yeah,
scramble to make that work. Looks like we got the next session launching.
Excellent.
So after this many months of iRacing, how much of a disaster is the first meat space race going to be in each region?
I am not sure. I'm a little nervous about that, frankly. So we're expecting to race at Gingerman at the end of the month. And yeah, I'll be there, and am slightly nervous about people's pent-up energy finally being on a racetrack after
So we've got
months.
requests
like
in
I'm
chat
shaking about Thompson here.
for live
Thompson can be-
streaming.
Live streaming of Lemons races in Meat Space.
Meat Space.
Oh boy, it's so hard to do in a way that conveys anything of meaning. There's just so much happening, and it's so spread out. We haven't really figured out a good way to do it. We've talked about ways to do something, like an end-of-day recap with some photos and stuff, like a quick 5 or 10 minute video. But I'm not really sure. Alex.
Wow, Alex, good work, buddy.
Wow,
He's a professional.
I put a $25 a piece bounty on those eyebrows, and he got rid of them. So I owe his charity $50.
And also emptied a bottle of gin. Looks like.
I'd like to point out that the name of this file that was sent to me is switching to scotch.jpg.
Too close for missiles. Switching to scotch.
Scotch.
The problem with a Lemons broadcast
Mad
is
Dog,
that
ladies and gentlemen.
like you'd get 12 people watching it and they would be super upset about it, and it's a ton of work to do. Like it's a ton of work. It's hard enough to take pictures and put those together and or do like a daily wrap-up post. That's a ton of work.
Yeah. Hella true. There's the Judge Sam fan club on Kevin Hester's car. Maybe that's Eric Hester's car, but Judge Sam is Phil's cousin, who is a biker who lives in Savage, Minnesota.
Here's the mating ritual of the Miata and the Jetta. Oh no, and they're done. The Miata has rejected the Jetta's advances.
The naked clown.
Easy there, Edinburgh.
I love that he just ripped right through the Miata without. That was great.
Thomas Pyrick clarifying that he's using a 26-inch monitor from 15 feet away. Sounds about the equivalent of looking the wrong end down a telescope.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah.
Basically, Thomas is practicing keeping his eyes up.
The legend car drives through
driving
the Miata.
through the windshield of the car in front of you. Perfect.
The legend car drive through the Miata.
It's a hologram.
Too wicked.
Oh man, my freaking car! How'd you do that?
I was waiting for the Carl to jump in there. Yeah, which one of you did this?
Oh, now finally something hits the Miata.
Hey, Moon
The
Man!
Mustang.
But the Mustang bounces completely off the wall, and the Miata moves like 6 feet. That's it.
The Mustang is still rolling.
That's a good physics model right there. Well
That's
done.
the best. Thank you.
Now all I can think of is, you will catch that car on fire because you're a dirty white boy.
Oh, that's my favorite episode.
It's not
so wonderful.
Oh man.
The foreigner belt.
The belt buckle.
Foreigner belt is one.
How can you do that when you're as cold as ice?
Yeah.
That one and Mr. JimmyWitchDoctor.com.
Billy Witch.
Now in one convenient location.
And the shaving. Don't forget the shaving. The shaving.
So wonderful.
So we need an Aqua Teen car, obviously, besides the two, which is fantastic.
So yeah, the
and
trick
if you could put MCP pants on the hood, I'd really appreciate it.
So if you look at the red Miata here, backing up into the Jetta, there's the trick to get the Miata to do cool stuff. Back up into things.
It's like
There's like
real demo derby.
It's like an endo.
Yes.
It's like vehicular butt stuff.
That was great.
Yep.
What, vehicular butt stuff?
Half the ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
the endo. Yeah, yeah. Eat Home Alabama going on right there. Oof.
Near miss. Oh wow. I just see clouds of smoke. I think isn't that the start of a Louis Armstrong song?
Yeah. I see clouds of smoke. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, definitely. So, how many people are in Twitch right now, Ryan? Let's go ahead and change that subject before I get in trouble.
our fantastic people over on Twitch. Right now, we have 6 people watching on Twitch.
Solid.
Yeah, we've been averaging about 100 viewers all night between the 3 platforms.
Not bad.
All right. Yep. All right. So that is it. This one here, I don't think we talked about
race
it.
coming up.
Yep. There's a quick look at your top 10 from this race.
It's impressive. We've gone from 5s of viewers to 10s. So,
Yes.
that's always good.
And we owe our other viewer or our other platform viewers for multi-platform viewers that are viewing on multiple platforms. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Thought it was so much better that we owe our other viewer.
Our other viewer.
Yeah, as in there's 7 of you total.
That's right.
The other viewer, his name is Bill. We don't really like him, but he watches, so that's good.
There are literally more people in the booth than watching the broadcast, and we're fine with that.
Yeah.
It's a good time, man.
By any
It
means
is actually a really good time.
So yeah, 2 races with 61 cars in each one tonight so far. So
I'll take it.
It's been a great night.
Yeah, it has.
No pedal, no. There we are. No pedal, no wheel coming up in just a minute here. It'll be our final race.
That's the real spirit of Lemons right there, is the cam cracks.
That's right.
If you're not racing Lemons at least a little hungover, you're not doing it right.
Brian Davidson on Facebook says this is his first time tuning in and watching Lemons on iRacing. So, Brian, welcome.
Thank you, and sorry.
Everyone makes bad choices eventually.
He did say he wishes... Okay, rejected. Let's not get rejected. Let's get registered. He says he wishes he would have started sooner. So
you just give it time, Brian. You realize you don't really have to be here.
Well, I mean, it's a Thursday night. What else are you doing right now?
Drinking.
There are 24 cars in that third race too.
Oh, excellent. That's a good turnout for the no pedal, no wheel.
Yep. Oh no, that's the non no pedal no wheel. I'm sorry. We have 8. We have 8 no pedal no wheel. Yes. 8
Well,
back.
that gives us plenty of time to ride along with.
It says 7 now. It says Sam Mouse.
7 in Twitch. 7 people in Twitch.
Oh,
Good
7
Lord.
people in Twitch. 8 drivers. Oh, okay.
We're about ready to monetize Twitch.
Oh,
with that.
we're up another viewer. Thank you, Sam Mouse.
We're monetizing the hell out of Twitch right now.
Damn right. Cool new thing, iRacing this week. Loading bar now has a percentage as it's loading. Right now we're at 35%.
Look at that.
Apparently, if you launch from the other GUI, it also shows you like who's in the session and the projected strength of field and all this fancy stuff that I will never see because I won't launch from beta.
I refuse to use beta and we'll never use it until we have to, and then I'll figure out a way to not use it. So 90%. Yeah. But yeah, that is really cool. A lot of cool stuff iRacing's doing right now, and you can also release balloons at North Wilkesboro instead of fireworks.
Ooh, man, that is...
Unfortunately, they had to drop off some really important options to make room for that checkbox. But
I know how much you guys love the setting up all the sessions, so I thought I'd let you know about the balloons.
Yeah,
9 viewers now on Twitch. ACR Speed mentions. Okay, so here we're looking at Donnie Petruniak.
As it looks like he burned down the Applebee's paint scheme as well.
The tire model's still borked, but we've got balloons. Woohoo!
I don't really think the tire model matters if you're using an Xbox controller.
Daytona Beach Automotive Riders Association, and there's a puff lump on the hood. So Steph is redeemed or something, as Donnie has some kind of seizure in the cockpit.
Dale Earnhardt, and it says burn down Applebee. Free Cocoa.
Sponsored by Zippo and Applebee's.
Whoops.
That's pretty.
I went a little too low. Sorry about that.
You want me to get thrown out of an Applebee's? Hell yes.
Is that Jeff Gordon? Yeah, that's Jeff Gordon, I think. So I was trying to figure out. There's not enough pixels. I think it's Jeff Gordon.
Why is he number 2 though? Why isn't he number 3?
I don't know.
That's one better.
Yeah,
obviously.
Because Melanie Walker's number 3, and she's Dale Jr. Dang it.
So that is actually Lauren
Oh, that's right.
Walker, Lauren Clark. I'm not sure, but she's 13, and that is her non-traditional sim racing setup. Is that she is not a licensed driver or even close
She
to
did
it.
She did a fantastic job on the in the enduro. Was that Sunday?
Sunday, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was. She was doing better than a lot of the adult competitors.
Well,
So that would have been Cash, her older brother. Lauren is 13.
She did
driving in this race
on Sunday as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to give a shout out to the entire Walker 2 clan for having such an untraditional last name as well.
That's right.
You never see one.
Walker 2.
They are not Texas Rangers.
So what is Tyler Stank driving on tonight?
I believe Tyler has an Xbox controller. Let me look that up. No, he's using flight sim controls, so he has rudder
very
pedals
good.
to steer, and then a throttle quadrant for the brakes and throttle.
There he goes.
Toe brakes.
Yes,
also.
ACR, she was doing better than her father, and her father actually
That's
gave
what
her
it was.
kudos for it.
Yep.
Most excellent. Miata Bro.
A45 6987 pointing out that Dale Jr. was number 2 when he raced in the Busch Series. That
There
is
we
true.
go. I didn't know
Good
that.
point.
I did not know. I learned a thing today.
That's true. He was. Yeah, the AC Delco, I think, was the big sponsor for him for a long time.
Makes sense. AC Delco. Don't they make GM parts?
So I saw Tony Payne above Tyler Stank, and I thought it said Tony
T-Pain.
Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Pain. Yeah, T-Pain. I thought it said Tony Stark. That's good times.
Throw out auto-tune in chat for T-Pain.
That's right. Body by Jackass. Okay, so Tony Payne here is driving
Going around.
using a Wii Fit balance board. Is what he's using, ladies and gentlemen, to operate this vehicle right now.
I think he's going to physically fall over before the end of this race. By the look of it.
I think he's
drinking,
fallen.
yes.
Maybe, yeah. Every time the car randomly goes somewhere, I think it's because he's left the board.
Do you have video?
I do. I do have
I think-
video. Let's get that going. Yeah.
Shout out to Tom Pyrek, whose fast lap was 1 minute and 12 seconds slower than the fast lap of the session so far.
I love how the body by Jackass is different on one side than the other.
Yeah. Well, you can't just copy paste. These things just don't work.
Oh, we got video. This is great. Fantastic angle.
Yeah, I can only show what I'm sent. But you get to see the feet, though. The feet are what's important. You can see there. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so
How's
he's
he
leaning,
is the throttle also on the?
yeah, leaning forward is throttle, leaning back is brake, and then leaning left and right to steer.
It's like
Wow.
a Segway. It's like riding a Segway. is
Yeah,
what that is.
exactly. Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of awesome.
T-Pain, I had no idea you were so talented.
Are we going to have to pay for his ankle surgery? Because there are broken ankles in his future. It's coming.
Nicely done, Tony Payne.
Segway, eat fresh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
It's that time of the
Phoenix, we have had someone using a. Who was it? Was it Tom Pyrek that had a trackball?
Yeah, he also had a trackball at a previous race.
Yeah, so we have had a trackball. Yeah, and that was incredible. And it was sticky or something too, so it didn't work so well.
It had
That
a
made it
spot
even
where
better.
it always stick. Yeah.
So yeah, Tony Payne is literally balancing his way around Barber right now, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a good thing this race isn't like 24 minutes long or anything.
No.
Which, fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It still has smoother control inputs than any PS4 controller we've ever seen. Like, you can at least have gradual inputs.
Kevin
it's
Hester,
very-
by the way, 12 seconds quicker than anybody else. I feel like he's going to run away with this one, as somebody is struggling up ahead of Tony Payne.
Struggling is putting it lightly.
Wow! What in the world? What was that?
What? What?
There is no way to describe
What is
that
Garrett
kindly
using? What
or
is
without
Garrett
getting
using?
ridiculed in chat.
How is that?
That's like a Jeep death wobble, but a Solstice and a road
Yes. Yes.
So Garrett's entry says that he's using an Xbox controller while he's waiting for his Pong paddle 16-pin to USB adapter.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and guess he's got the Pong paddle going. Yeah,
that's a Pong paddle.
way
that is not an Xbox controller.
That is no. That is literally like a full
He's
left or full
desperately
right.
searching for center, and he can't.
It has no center. It's only left or right. Yeah, there is no center
If
on a
that's an
Pong
Xbox
controller.
controller, someone send an ambulance to Garrett's house because he's having a seizure. There's a stroke.
I wish we could get it.
That's bad.
Get video of that. That would be great.
Yeah, well, I'll have to ask.
Hold on, I can't. Just keep the camera on him and zoom in as close as you can. I can get video.
Oh. Can we ride along inside?
Oh yeah,
That's the right way to do this.
Tokyo drift into the hairpin.
Oh, straight is hard.
The fury of hands around the wheel. Fast hands. Gotta catch that slide.
Oh, that's so good.
It's like
I'm gonna have a seizure.
I like the head movement. Like that's the best part is because all the exaggerated head movement. So there,
It's
let's watch the
Keanu
head.
Reeves
There you
dodging
go.
bullets inside the car, basically.
Yeah, John Wick ain't got nothing on this guy. Oh jeez.
He did. I think the top speed so far has been about 11 miles an hour, so it's going to be interesting as he gets passed by Tom Pyrek. Tom Pyrek passed somebody with his setup, so
I'm just happy I'm not in VR with you guys going, hey, go for a ride along with him.
looks like we're gridding with the Hesser brothers at the start, both using Xbox controllers like dirty cheaters.
In
There's
Garrett's
got to be
car,
some way to handicap them.
There are no living flies in
Yeah,
Garrett's car.
there is this
They're all
nice little thing I have here. And since they have so they're using Xbox controllers the front too.
Yeah, you can send them to the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Suck
eat black. I'm
yours.
gonna send them to the. Here we go. Let's go.
What I really want to do
line. There we go.
is
So
figure
we
out a way
got
to
Eric
swap
Hesser.
their controller mapping so that one of their sticks controls the other one's car. Kind of a
wait.
half and half sort of deal.
Oh
Yeah.
wait. Oh well. Wait.
Oh, Mike Gow just made it in. He's driving with a mouse, I believe.
So are they
Eric
both way faster than everybody else? Yeah, 51 seconds. It looks
They
like
should
for
be.
both
We,
of them.
we can throw a comp black flag. We'll see how Matt Sitko goes in the Camaro there.
All right, I moved both of the Hessers to the end of the line. There we go. We see him pulling over there. Perfect.
Look at that.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Eric's probably confused right now, waiting to see if
They're,
Eric will serve his
they're from
penalty.
Wisconsin, which is basically South Minnesota, which is South Canada. So they're very nice people, the Hessers.
Eric needs to read his screen.
It's fine.
There he goes. Now he's letting them by. There you go. Good job. All right. Excellent. There we go. So we've got both Hessers letting the field by. Oh,
And not all of
Garrett.
That's a good start. Can we get an onboard from Eric or Kevin Hester behind him watching that happen?
Yes.
I think he already spun off, but
I got it.
Garrett's it's pretty much like finding anyone in the Lemons paddock at 2:30 in the morning and trying to get them to walk a straight line. That's that.
somebody else already been off there,
And
and Tom
they're already back to the All right, time for the
dodging cars in the pace lap.
Oh, they are still pacing. I was about to black flag them again.
Catch up too. Car.
Everybody go back. They
I was
can't.
gonna give them both a drive-through. There we go. They're catching up. Oh, look out!
Whew.
Right,
It's sad when Donnie is the class of the field here.
Johnny is the class of the field.
believe Matt Sitko there driving the Camaro with flight sim pedals as well. So he's driving with his rudders, as is Chris Blizzard in the 8 car. Also has a flight sim setup.
Nice. Looking smooth.
Apparently flight sim pedals are usable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're very linear. It's just tricking your brain, I think, would be the hard thing.
Yeah, we did have a Theremin-ish controlled rig a couple weeks ago. I'll have to get Ian Davies back to do that again.
Absolutely. All right, green flag coming out. Here we go.
I kind of felt like I was cheating with the RC controller. I reversed the steering on the RC controller. It got a little too easy. Compared to some of the other stuff that people are using, oh, there we go. Someone just died lap 1, turn 1. Yep.
Looks like it was Tyler Stank getting dumped by one of the Hesser brothers.
Yep.
He gone.
And
Eat home, Alabama.
Yeah. Yeet home down the first late lap of the race.
Laid down.
And the leader is off. And the leader is off. The leader is in the sand trap. Oh no!
And there go the Hesser brothers. They made it 5 corners at the back.
Right.
Got passed because he was in the grass. Holy crap! What was
flag,
that? Move?
30 seconds. I can't get on the drive through. Let's see here.
It's fine. Everything's fine. There's no need to penalize. They
Oh.
I feel like the front of the race is going to be bumper cars, but
Right.
Got a Hesser Brothers sandwich going on.
Yeah, we do.
Some Sitco meat.
It's the best kind. The
Tom
best,
Pyrick, not
really
last.
best kind.
Nope.
And commentator curse in 3, 2,
Oh yeah,
1.
totally.
Tom Pyrick dead.
There you go. Riding along with him as he takes a interesting line through the museum corner there.
The Jeep Wrangler line.
So he upgraded from a Etch-a-Sketch, correct, to a Corvette.
No, he had the bicycle and the
bicycle. The bicycle to the Corvette. Oh,
Yep,
he's going straight.
He's just not doing corners.
Wow, he's just not caring anymore. He's just done with
Well,
burning.
remember the table moves. So I'm guessing when he goes to turn left, there's a little bit of flex in the lefts. The lefts are pretty delayed. Yep, see the left is like he's barely. Come on, turn left. Yep, that's the problem.
Gotta pull the table back in, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably. Hey, honey, come move this table.
By this point, it's not working at all anymore.
Oh, yeah, there's some left. There was a lot of left all of a sudden. Oh wow!
And the table just fell over.
Yeah, the knots in the straps are coming loose now.
That's what it is. The
I
Harbor
just want to
Freight
picture you
ratchet strap has failed.
I want you to picture him inside this Corvette with no blower on, just sweating, sawing at this wheel, moving all this mass back and
looking
forth.
through a dirty windshield to a monitor that's 12 feet away.
15. Well, he's 15 on like a Harbor Freight tape
and
measure.
14 foot 10 on the other one. Yeah,
there it is.
Very
the
important.
screen in the back of the Honda Odyssey van, mounted to the roll bar.
I'm still loving that cage. The real hero in that whole picture is the cage in the minivan.
I like the computer tower on the hood of the Corvette. That's a nice touch.
That's the new air intake.
Yeah, it looks like it has some type of USB wireless stick stuck in the front of it, so yay latency.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, it's better than fine. It's incredible.
L's in chat for latency.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's a look at a different look at the angle of attack there.
Yeah, I dare him to leave that on the Corvette hood and make it into a hood scoop. Dare him to do it.
Wait, they were great with the minivan and with the Mr. Rogers trolley theme at pit last year. They would just drive around the paddock, like ringing the bell, picking people up, driving them around.
There they are.
Yeah, that's great.
That is wonderful.
And the wire spoke wheels really make that thing pop.
Yeah, they had the elbows from Donnie's slab that he ran on a Lemons rally. They put him on the minivan.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
So it's Boba Fett was the rally theme.
God, how I love Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Boba Fett is incredible.
most excellent.
Needs
Very
more
nice.
ratchet straps.
Yes.
It had more. I think it has more since he drove it after the rally and it was doing Corvette things.
By the end of a long distance crab can rally, everything has more
some
ratchet
immediate
straps.
swerving right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
he
thinking
I
about
definitely got home.
He tightened up.
I definitely got home from one crab can rally with 9,000.
He must have retensioned
Gas
those
tank
ratchet
held
straps
up by
because it's
ratchet
incredible how much steering he has now. Look at that.
The table tipped over.
Yep.
It's too much there.
There's Tony
All right.
Payne with the balance
check
board.
in on the Wii balance board. Yep.
He's 7th right now. Not bad. Not bad at
Doing
all.
great.
He was 7.
He has completed 3 laps.
Hey, not bad. The Hesser brothers running away with it. by the
Oh
way.
yeah. Is it time for them to each get a black flag again?
Nah, let them go. Let them eat cake or whatever.
Actually, we kind of need to grab
and-
the I was 7th soundbite just because.
Yeah. That would be a good one.
Which one?
Scribbly notes.
If you've never seen the video I was 7th, dear God, go watch it right now, even though we're in the middle of a broadcast.
Or wait.
During the broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just pull it up.
All right, what is Michael Go using to drive?
A mouse, I believe. So
Oh, yeah.
he had attempted to use a wheel and found that he was many seconds
That's
slower.
right.
with the wheel
I
setup,
remember
so-
he said he's better with the mouse and keyboard, and he wants to figure out how to do it in meat space with the keyboard and mouse.
That's right. Which he's doing great.
Cat 75 says it's not like anyone actually cares who wins, right? And the response
That's
to that
right.
is, Cat, if you're here because
You're
you
winning.
care who wins, you're definitely doing it wrong.
No, Cat 75, you're winning because you are here.
Because you are here. You're here to
That's
learn about priorities.
Especially because you're watching on Twitch, you're the real winner.
That's right.
We're the winners because you're watching on Twitch, but you're the winner because you're here.
That touched me deep inside, and I'm pressing charges because of it.
Right down to the cockles of your heart.
That's right.
It warmed them, and then I pressed charges.
So Nate, I gotta ask you, what's it like just dealing with all this crap to get this done? I want everybody watching to know how much work you actually do to make all this happen. You and Eric both. It's ridiculous.
It really shouldn't be a 3-man operation to run a iRacing league, but it absolutely is. It's silly. Pat sets all the sessions up, and there's literally a procedure where you have to like hop into the beta UI and set some of the settings, and then pop back over into the web UI to fine tune some stuff, and then pop back over to fix the settings that the web UI reset.
Yeah,
We are
he did
breaking
say this
iRacing
week-
in all sorts
yeah.
of ways that had never expected to be broken.
Well, iRacing has done a couple things to make it easier for us. It's my understanding with this new update this week that he's able to actually do things in the member site without having to deal with the back and forth on the multi-class and also the endurance racing. So that's exciting. And also want to thank iRacing for being accepting of what we're doing and helping us innovate. It's incredible.
That's right.
They really should have banned us on site, yes.
Now, what can you know?
No.
Too late now.
The iRacing crew actually raced in Lemons
Really?
many years ago in some kind of big American boat at Stafford Springs, because I think they're based in Boston.
Yes,
So
Boston.
they raced at Stafford, and we raced at that little bull ring of a track with some kind of gigantic thing. I don't remember all the details, but yeah, it was like right in the early days of iRacing. They did a corporate team builder in Lemons.
They say you've cut the course.
Just keep repeating that. They say you've cut the cost.
Yeah.
They say you've cut the cost. They say you've cut the cost.
This is so good whenever's happening.
I want to know what his tire wear is when he's done.
All of it.
Chunks
Yeah,
falling
his
off.
chunks are gone.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, you
Somehow
saw
That has to
what's
be a
coming
pong
off the
paddle.
tire
Oh,
right there is
yes.
not dirt.
That totally has to be a pong
Clang.
paddle. It's either a pong paddle or a 3-position switch that has a spring that springs it back to the middle.
Then that
Car
spring is
came in
broken.
just to put Garrett out of his own misery. Lord.
It's like center keeps drifting on him, and he has to keep trying to refine center. It's not a 3-position switch.
It's the greatest metaphor for life that Lemons has.
Phil wanted to get deep.
Yeah, it's so deep.
Seriously,
so
that
deep.
is never quit, never give up, never surrender. That's what's going on with Garrett right
Never
now.
be content.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Let's all take a minute and realize that Garrett has been putting up with that for almost 10 minutes.
Yep.
I would have just said, nope, gotta go. I was like, holy crap.
He's also completed 3 laps too.
Wow. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the
my
humanity.
God. That is a huge manatee indeed.
Yeah.
Oh. Most excellent.
Battle
Has a
for
race
second here.
Battle.
Look at this.
Do it.
It's like real racing happening somehow. I don't understand.
Shut your mouth. That's
These
impossible.
cars are on the same lap even.
I know.
That Camaro has used its brakes well enough to actually get glow. It's got that glow. It's
Jam it
very
on
nice,
them
right?
really hard. Every straight will probably do that.
Taken out by
Tandem
taken
drifting.
out by the
That was
Pong
an actual
paddle.
drift.
He got nerfed by the Pong paddle guy, but apparently kept
amazing.
going.
They
Yeah, that
both
was.
got a piece of him, and they both somehow are right back where they were. That was incredible.
Canceling forces.
Yep.
34 sure enough got that glow.
The magic
say
of the
something
cat
about
on the
soul
Roomba
glow,
carousel.
right?
No, I'm going Last Dragon. I'm going with the Shogun of Harlem, showing up.
That was great. Because I saw from the shot, I was like, oh, Garrett's right up there, so what's going to happen? And it was, he drove right directly in the path.
Matt kind of leaned into it. He saw it coming.
And then the save was just next level. And then,
There's someone from D1 watching this film. Sign that
He got
34
both-
car driver
He got
up.
both of
immediately.
them. That's incredible.
and then he nicked the other one just about right.
Yep.
So good.
That was good.
I get the feeling that people just tune in to watch the cat in a shark suit on a Roomba and they don't really care what we're saying. Y'all get that feeling?
Oh,
It's one way or the other. It's either they just care about the tangents, which is fine, and they don't care what's happening on the track, or they just want to see the cat, which I'm also totally fine with.
And if only they knew that you could not only find the cat.
Oh,
There we go.
that was a hip check.
Wow.
That was a leader.
Kevin Hessler going for a
Yes,
cartwheel.
never lift. Never lift.
Yes, get 'em up.
Keep it pinned, Kevin. Keep it pinned. Yes.
Breakdancing during the race.
Keep it. Yes.
How did that happen?
Someone help him. Help him.
So the balance board guy fell off and then
Yeah.
to the wall.
That's
No,
when
the
the balance board guy broke
yeah.
both ankles.
Actually,
Yep, Tony Payne. So F for Tony Payne's ankles and F for Kevin Hester there. It was a double whammy.
2 times F.
And now I'm trying to figure out how to get our Roomba to work as a controller. How do I do that?
There must be a way. There's always
There
a way.
has. I can get a shark suit.
Never quit, man. That's the listen tag.
I can get a shark suit, and I've
I
got a
think it's
Roomba.
time we go vertical.
If you really go down the cat in a shark suit on a Roomba, there's one where there's also a duck running around with the cat on a shark suit in a Roomba.
This is an amazing rabbit hole you've gone down in the past. How does one get that bored on YouTube that you find all of these variant videos?
Nate, do you work in office?
Alcohol, mostly.
That too. And this is where he doesn't lift and it just takes off. So good.
Physics do not apply here.
Have the need.
And the
for
fans go
tweed.
wild. Look at them go wild
I
back
don't
there.
think he's done
How
yet.
excited
I think he's getting up even higher than this, if I'm not mistaken.
What did Adam Savage say about your reality? Something about substituting his own.
I reject yours and substitute it with my own. Yep.
Yeah, that's what the TDI does at the end of its flipping. It's amazing.
They must have,
It's amazing.
I mean, it must be 12,000 horsepower per wheel if it's doing that.
Torques.
It's all
Nobody
in
talks
diesel.
horsepower. Yeah.
That's right.
Diesel torques.
And then this right here.
I like it reversing its rate of, or reversing its direction of roll in mid roll, because that's doable as well. Why not?
That's some zero gravity stuff.
Very impressive. Very, very impressive. To infinity and beyond, indeed.
Lemons is always threatening to fracture the space-time continuum, but virtually we can actually do it.
We get to do it here. It's beautiful. The slab and the short dog. What's being referred to there?
I don't know, but the slab is slow, loud, and banging, which is the Houston custom car with big wheels of choice. If you look that up, Houston slab. It's a thing. It's a thing we're a fan of in Lemons.
Okay.
We need more slab in Lemon.
Definitely need more.
Absolutely.
A spec slab series sounds real dangerous.
And awesome. You said awesome wrong.
Common typo.
I'm going to bring a truck out to a Lemons race with some Carolina squat for you.
Is that where the bed is like a foot lower?
Where you can only afford half the lift kit?
The rear bumper is literally scraping the ground. The front end is on 44s and 7 feet in the air. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, towing an invisible trailer is what it is.
It's the rear air suspension on all Lincolns blown out.
Just look at Garrett Shander's front wheel here. It looks like it's held on by about half a lug bolt.
Oh my god. That's fantastic. This is my favorite. This and Tom Pyrex.
We really need some video on Garrett's setup here. I want to see this thing in action.
That tie rod is made of silly string.
Tom Pyrex hitting him just for good measure there, as neither of them can control their cars.
It was a love tap.
Yeah. He's trying to help.
It's like, hey, buddy. Oh, I see. You're terrible. I'm terrible too. This is great.
Let's be terrible together.
We literally need a disclaimer when we're following this car. If you suffer from rapid movement-induced seizures, please turn away now. Oh my gosh!
I think it's an emblem of the Jetta.
Yeah.
That is impossible. That doesn't even make sense.
That part does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Guys, I still got to bring it up a third time, but Alex Levinson drank a bottle of gin and shaved his eyebrows tonight for charity.
Yep.
That's just awesome. I can't believe I helped talk someone into that.
God bless you, Alex.
That sounds like you're fit to be a Lemons judge. That's what that sounds like.
Got my ketchup popsicle salesman badge.
That's right.
Alex Levinson is on a mission from God.
We should probably check on him, actually. He's,
Speaking of checking on someone, how many people are still in Twitch? We've lost Ryan.
No,
Ryan's gone AWOL.
I'm here.
It's a single-digit number, whatever it is.
It's 9.
You don't know. 9. It's
9.
so close.
9.
Go grab one more. Grab one more. 9 times.
9. Where did the cat go? The cat is right here. I'm sorry. I will put it back on just for you. Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me get fancy with this, and let's make it to where they can both be on the screen.
He's just leading you down the primrose
So we can put the cat down here because Judge Phil's not here. Here we go.
You know, I just watched that movie for the first time in probably 20 years.
And it's still wonderful.
What a great movie.
Here we go. This will be better, actually.
Grace!
Yeah. I don't think you should throw anybody with your bad knee.
It's like dirty hair.
I don't know if Chris Blizzard's 8-year-old son may also be driving the number 8 car, which may be why he's number 8. I'm not sure. Or it's Chris Blizzard driving up. It's him.
Well, he's doing better than the 13-year-old, so I'm not sure whether to congratulate Chris on like that or his son.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. There's no reason. What is Mad Dog? Oh boy.
Oh, have you got some corrupting to do for Brian?
Malt Paradise.
Malt Paradise.
Brian, you just need to go to the liquor store in the worst town you know and buy one of every flavor and have a taste test sampling. And then you can tell us
have
what
you
Mad
seen
Dog
the
is
like
next week.
fake moonshine crap they have that's malt excellence as well now? Yes.
Yeah.
Not only seen,
hot apple
we've
pie.
tried.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cat Mad Dog is actually kind of good. Calling that death in a bottle is an insult to Four Loko. Totally an insult to Four Loko.
Old Four Loko, though, back when caffeine and alcohol were still joined in glorious matrimony, before you had to mix it yourself like some sort of hobo.
Yeah, old Four Loko tried to kill many of my friends.
Garrett takes Donnie out as he passes him. That's well done. And the color of Donnie's car is like the shark suit on the Roomba as they spin out together. It's a match made in heaven.
It's a beautiful thing.
Can we take that cat on a Roomba? Can we take that and just loop it for 24 hours and just have its own YouTube channel up for 24 hours straight?
I think you passed out for a while. It's been that long.
You need to have a song though, so it's like Nyan Cat, but you can't use Nyan Cat because that's done.
Do the tra-la-la. We'll overlay that tra-la-la Russian thing over that for 24 hours.
Great.
Or
And that'll be our next Lemon's actual meat space theme next year, if that actually exists.
That's just going to be the whole broadcast next week. We're not even going to have races.
It's just
going to be
Perfect.
people tuning in, listening to us ramble, watching a cat on a Roomba. And
After
honestly,
we all
they'd
have
be
a
happy
bottle of Mad Dog or 4.
to shave our eyebrows.
Mad Dog taste tests this year need to happen, really. Like, if we'd already had races, we would have done that. Like, buy all the flavors, set up sampling sessions. Right. Done.
Hey, here's the colors. See how much they match. Good call. Eric, that's a good call with the color match there.
Yeah. I think that was Sean, actually. But yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It was Chris.
Chris.
Oh,
yeah.
Chris. Even better. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, so
Come here for something. Thanks.
Salty Thunder Racing did do a bum wine tasting at the last Colorado race. It's kind of become a thing they do. So if you want to drink really bad wine, go to the Lemons race in Colorado.
Many years ago, Jeff Wakeman, who you've seen doing terrible driving and you've heard doing pretty good, decent commentary in this race, looked at me one night at about 1 o'clock in the morning after we were all in our finest way and said, you know how we can make our race team better? And he grabbed a jar of that fake-ass moonshine stuff off the side of the boat car and poured it on the ground and stared at me. And that was the last time we had fake-ass moonshine in our paddock. There was also one race after DC Doug and Omar both fell asleep in the back of the boat with their jars of moonshine in their hands. So that tells you something.
Holy crap, it appears we actually have someone in chat from Europe or the UK. Where are you from, man? It's 4 in the morning where they're at. So we have international viewers, y'all. International viewers. We've gone, I don't know what we've gone. We've gone some. Gone
Plaid.
So 4 a.m. would be extreme West Europe.
Yeah, like France, Spain.
So
Garrett
France.
Chander,
Yes, French
not
toast.
last. Not last at the moment.
Nope. And he's now completed 7 laps.
I mean, a guy on a bicycle on this track could be faster than Garrett at this point. Yet someone is worse.
I'm so impressed with him sticking with it, man. Like, that has to be... He's going to be worn out for the next 3 days. He's going to go to sleep for like 47 hours.
It's going to take him about 8 hours to get to sleep. He's going to be all twitchy.
Yeah, he's going to be amped.
And the Tony Payne with the balance board, he's on his 6th lap as well.
Kevin Hester for someone to take out his brother who is ahead of him.
Can you put that on the actual race Discord to say, someone please take out Eric Hesser?
I don't know if anybody can control their car enough to intentionally take someone out. That's kind of the byproduct.
Sean just went down there, and I think he's working on it.
I mean, is Donnie anywhere close? I mean, he has a PhD. He should be able to figure out the vectors of the angles of the arcs and forces and things to do this, right? Except that it's Donnie, so...
Except Donnie, yeah. So he's
Right,
just,
yeah, I don't know.
just huffing
He's
fat salts.
I was going to say, he's a pretty high dude. That's his PhD.
I just went out to the general chat and asked for someone to take out Eric Hesser, but they argued with me. They said, no, that's not ethical. And I told them all to get out.
This is being requested by race officials. Matt Sitko, it looks like your winner, setting himself up to be a ramp for someone down in Turkey.
Judging by the donuts, we probably have a winner.
Yep. And
Clang.
I mean, this could easily be 4 minutes in as the end of the race.
Wow. Fantastic pancake flip reaction.
Under the Jetta, flipped it up in the air, no arresting of momentum in any way, just straight to the tire wall. Very impressive.
here comes Kevin Hesser looking for his brother, I assume. And there's a...
Not going to find him. We'll find the wall.
Whatever car, yeah. So Matt Sitko almost got the other Hesser brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Judge Sam fan club way up in the air.
Yes.
That's an 8.2 on air right there. Well done.
What about execution? Like, just yes on execution?
Yep.
Yeah, yes.
The in-car view is always so good for these.
Check mark.
That in-car would be more fun than
Sky.
VR.
Pavement, sky. Pavement, sky.
I see
You
sand.
need stabilizing thrusters.
Oh, he's got him. It's a Jetta. You just never lift.
That's the Crew Dragon.
I put together a motion rig a couple months ago, and these end of the race demo derbies are absolutely terrifying as the thing tries to figure out which way's up. It's literally moving across the room, popping back and forth.
That's awesome.
I
Which
saw
one
a
did you
thing
get?
where-
Just out of curiosity.
Was it Ricky Taylor or Jordan Taylor fell out of theirs and flipped over?
Yeah, that was fantastic when they rolled the car and it actually broke. I built myself an SFX 100.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's actually a nice setup, man.
Pretty happy considering it just took 200 hours of 3D printing and some Chinese stuff to put it together.
Nice.
Yep, they do a good job. They definitely do a good job. If you are a DIY, no, the SFX, that system, not necessarily the Chinese, some Chinese, of course.
The breaking it's never going to get old. Ever, never. I don't even know how he ended up. Oh, he drove himself into it. Yeah.
I really hope they don't fix the physics on the Jetta for that.
That coughing in the background on the broadcast brought to you by N95 masks.
For when 6 feet away is just not far enough.
No,
That
that's
poor- like,
that's Sandals Birmingham when 6 feet away.
I just have to sit here and listen to all this, living just outside of Birmingham, and go, yeah, it's true. It's true.
I mean, the mini bar stocked with a 30 rack of Busch Light.
Well, that just started from nowhere. It kicked itself up. Like, it was stopped, and then it was like, nope.
I like the moment of silence we had a few minutes ago with the Jetta just basically rolling over onto its side and coming to a rest. And it was dead silent in the broadcast booth. It was wonderful.
Well, we didn't have Phil here, so there's that.
Phil does Phil Time. Maybe we should just name him Phil Time.
Phil? Who's Phil?
Murley.
He must have been unconscious for that.
That was a
broadcast.
That was a horrible joke. It was a horrible joke on my part. I am astounded by his ability to recall every despot on the planet. It's like boom, it's just there. It's amazing.
Garrett Shander chiming in that his fingers are no longer listening to him and he's shaking.
That's a normal Lemons experience, if we're honest.
Yeah.
So
It's fair.
that's
So is listening.
the whole,
so is listening
that was
to
the
Phil
whole
and
race.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler Stank coming in hot.
Near miss.
Oh, he got the Camaro. That's
oh,
what
he
got.
launched the Camaro, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he miss? No, he hit Principal Skinner's car with a rocket-propelled grenade.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he turned his
the twofer
hover car.
Yeah, two.
Fantastic.
Yep.
That is the 7-10 split right there.
Yep.
He totally did. That's what happened there.
If that was at a state fair, he would have just won a stuffed banana.
Multiple victims is the tullying. Tyler Stank tullying award for the 4th of June.
Tyler gets a stuffed
Yes,
banana
Chris
with googly
Blizzard
eyes.
also with a nice chip shot. Just misses getting 2. Chris Blizzard just misses.
Puts it right on the green. A little chip.
Oh, he's
He
about
lands it, Mark.
6 feet from the cup.
Looks like a little bit of left to right action right here. No
Quiet,
pressure.
please. Quiet, please.
If he sinks this
That
putt,
approach shot brought to you by Sandals Birmingham. Ask about our family honeymoon rates.
if he sinks this putt, it's over. He'll be the champion.
So this is our audition tape for doing virtual golf commentary. So
I think we're in. I think we're totally in.
What's the place where you drink and hit golf balls and it has all the fancy stuff?
Top
The golf course.
Wisconsin?
Golf.
every golf course known to man.
Golf course.
Country clubs.
Everywhere. Yes. Oh,
I feel like
a two-stroke penalty. He dropped his balls in the water.
All right. So here's an idea.
You to pay you to follow him around and pretend to do golf commentary as he's sucking at golf and drinking highballs. Like that's got to be a thing.
What about follow me
Live stream
around?
on Twitch.
Would you follow me around and do golf commentary as I'm sucking at life?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Set up a folding table and like a little chair and you just follow him around.
Yep. And we got Sean Yoder at the corner 7-Eleven. I think aiming for a Slurpee. They are out of the blue, so it looks like he's going with the Coke flavored one here. Yes,
He's going to mix that half and half with cherry, and
and he makes
heading to the
critical
counter,
error.
he's trying to walk past the candy,
Ooh.
and
Eat
he
home
stops and
Alabama.
gets a extra large Snickers.
At this point, there are enough out-of-work actors you could totally get that to happen for a very reasonable price.
What's that service? Cameo? You
I
pay
think-
people to.
Is that the one where you
Yep.
Yeah, Cameo. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's ask chat this right now. Would you guys tune in for a night of PGA golf live stream with us doing stupid commentary? Would that be fun? Because that just sounds like fun to me.
We could play
think we
golf
could
with
make
friends
lemons-
and just hang out and stream it. Yep.
Like Tiger
Could we make
Woods
lemons-
golf.
Lemon's card golf. You get a truck to do a donut and hit a legend and see how far it goes.
There we go.
I think Legends
Greg
Rocket
Fowler,
League
yes.
would be amazing.
RC cars drifting on carpet is amazing. With
Legends Rocket League would be,
PVC
Lemons Rocket League would be amazing. What else could we? Lemons golf, like Hot Shots golf, would be epic.
yeah,
You just make the track covered in snow, and everything will slide really, really well.
yes,
It'll be like
lemons golf. Oh God,
Golf.
what can we break out the lawn darts from the '70s that used to kill kids and play those together?
or it's like curling. Like a car goes along on race tires, and the other cars in front of it on not race tires have to clear the path properly for the curling. So, I mean, that's like
We just hit
ESPN is showing that right now. It's the 1973 Edmonton Curling Championships because they've got
That's
nothing except
incredible.
that Michael Jordan documentary and that. So,
What you're saying is the Ocho's gone mainstream. The Ocho's gone mainstream?
yeah, I mean, they're at the dos or the 10, whatever the 10 is in Spanish. My Spanish is terrible.
One car's
Diaz,
painted with a
Diaz,
stone
Diaz.
texture up to the belt line with red on top, and then the other two cars are just painted like brooms. Is that what we're going for? Curling? Help me out.
We get some
someone.
F1 cars and some Pro 2
No,
lights
dang.
and make some jumps.
But no, you just It's so easy in the GIMP to just paint a legend like a stone. There you go.
Yeah, Legacy, I still like the idea of lining up some Formula cars at various places on the racetrack and using the Pro Trucks and creating the Robbie Gordon stadium truck deal. That would be pretty amazing.
We really needed the ability to drop jumps onto road courses. I mean, an errant street stock works, but...
Seriously, Formula cars facing counter race, that's basically a jump. We just need to test it. Let's test it.
The spec race.
There you go.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Some nice solstice on solstice violence.
Wow.
We tried.
Solstice 8.
Solstices and only one will leave.
I think we need the David Attenborough voice for this, actually.
And again, the solstice rejects the black solstice.
Thank you.
He'll have to try another day.
A total rebuffing.
Horny and angry, he returns home.
Oh, dear God. Steve? Steve's back, y'all. That's good. That's a good crunching.
It's so funny with damage off. Just occupy the same space and then fling one of them into the air.
So that's the gyro cam on Melanie Walker's car right when they hit. It just goes straight to the ceiling.
Lady Arbernon, who run Barbertown? George run Barbertown.
Craig Fowler says he has several sets of lawn darts. Nice.
On.
Yep. Garrett Shander proud that he wasn't DFL. Very well done, Garrett.
Yes, very nice, Garrett.
Fantastic job.
Were you using...
And whoever Garrett beat,
yeah, Garrett was at a pong paddle. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, seriously, like...
Good shit.
How are you alive right now? It was a Herculean effort, though, man. Applause.
The burnout on the hood of the other car. That's amazing.
Golf clap.
Disrespect.
When a mommy solstice and a daddy solstice really love each other, they get together real hard and quick, and the mommy solstice gets seriously disappointed.
You see, kids.
So a M-Go 3 was worse than Garrett. So I'm going to say to M-Go, you're bad. You're really terrible.
It's Mike.
Boo.
He just needs to drive with a mouse all the time, I guess.
It was wonderful. Broken pong paddles only would go full speed, and the turns were backwards. Dear Lord, man.
So he basically is in the 70s because he's playing pong and has no idea what's going on right now. It's terrible.
So, Raymond, your teammate Raymond, Chris.
Oh, no. He's no longer our teammate, but thank you.
What the shit?
Sorry. He posted a picture in the general chat that is the most egregious example of us breaking iRacing's model I've ever seen. There it is.
It's like that statue in Spain.
What?
I'm the king of the world.
How's that even possible? That's Brazil, right? That's on top of the hill in Brazil. Bruh.
Oh, yeah, Rio. Yeah.
Ponytail.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio on the bow of the Gulf Racing Miata.
I'm the king of the world.
King of the Miata. Oh my God! How do you?
All right,
that's
we've done
possible.
it. We can't do anything else now.
I'm pretty sure we're done now, right? Like,
yep, it's over.
The front wheel of that Miata looks like it may be a bit out of place. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's got those variable camber ball joints. That's what it is.
I think he's being raptured.
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's Rapture Palooza.
Welcome to the booth, everyone. Alex Levinson.
He's alive.
Alive is a different story.
How are the eyebrows?
right?
The eyebrows are gone. It was told to me that they wanted my eyebrows gone versus my shirt, shorts, hat, or socks or underwear gone. So
So how's that make you feel?
accomplished.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for.
Perhaps streamlined.
Streamlined. I'm aerodynamic now. I just went ahead and gained myself like 2 to 3 miles per hour on the.
You're a swimmer now.
Next question. What is your earliest engagement tomorrow?
My earliest engagement tomorrow is probably 6:30 a.m. with my
Giddy
Miata.
up.
But don't let my Miata know I'm cheating on her.
Best of luck.
We'll see what happens. I'm apparently flocking it. So if most people have seen me or what I've been doing is I've actually been taking my time and modifying my car ever since I got furloughed. And there's no reason to go ahead and modify an MB Miata because let me tell you something. They are rust buckets and they are not worth anything. Yet I love mine and I just keep pouring money into the damn thing.
You do not
Sounds
sound
like you need to pour
like...
some gin into yourself.
Yeah, as I say, you do not sound... So tell our viewers at home, how much money did you raise for charity tonight? Do you know?
I actually have to review that right now. I do not know the exact number. I know that I've had enough to go ahead and complete a full bottle of gin plus some. Actually, I ran out of all gin and now I'm on to scotch. And this old bartender right here...
Ball gin? Did you say ball gin?
All my gin, not ball gin.
Oh, okay. God.
And that was about a bottle and a half of gin that I have drinking up into and during the first 2 races. Now I'm on to scotch.
So tell our viewers at home what is it like to break the physics model on the Jetta, or what was it? Was it the Jetta that he broke it on with the rallycross thing?
Mr. Ford.
Yeah, that was
Spec Racer Ford versus the Jetta. And yes, I broke the model on the Jetta, and every time I came around turn 1, it just spun the car. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So, sorry. I don't know
fine.
if I'm
You're fine. No. Oh, you're fine. It's okay.
But anyways, after like 2 laps of just spinning it on turn 1, and I just got frustrated. I'm like, I'm not coming into the pit. I'm not going to go ahead and hit escape to go ahead and get towed in. I'm running this race. Oh, if I'm spinning, I'm just going to do it in reverse, and that's what I just started doing. And then at that point, I'm like, well, actually, reverse is kind of easy until I hit turn number 3, and then I went into a wall. Then I had to go back into forward point.
We were impressed with the reverse driving because we noticed that when you broke the car, you couldn't drive forward, so then you started driving backwards. We were in the booth. We're all impressed by that.
What was the point? I mean, if I went ahead and gave up there, that's non-lemons right there. Us lemon folk, we don't give up. I mean, who cares if we throw like 3 pistons out of the top of our 4-banger and like 2 rods go out the side and our oil pan's destroyed? Like, we find the fix for it, and then we go ahead and we keep continuing.
It's incredible.
Damn straight.
Well, keep it up, Alex. You're doing a fantastic job between shaving off your eyebrows, drinking an entire bottle of gin, and also
ball gin,
and also raising money for charity and breaking the iRacing physics model, or at least taking full advantage of it. So, congratulations,
Well, I mean,
Alex.
just remember when we return to meat space. All I ask is everyone comes to the race, dude, and we have a good time because this is what we're here for. Like,
that's right.
This is what we love. This is what we do. You pick the other person up if they fall down, and I know Chris. He's taking a few things from me, but
hell yeah!
Everybody in chat, shave your eyebrows.
That's right.
Shave your eyebrows next week. Oh my God. That is like 110% what needs.
Let's see how many shaved eyebrows we can get. Yeah, that's right. Let's have a shave your eyebrows race next week.
I love you too, man. Oh yeah.
I love you, man. I love you. I still think like this is where Phil needs to come in with like an ICP like quote or something like that, because went from like the drunk guy getting violent and aggressive to like hugging everybody and I love you, man. So I'm just saying.
Well, knowing Phil, it wouldn't be Insane Clown Posse. His ICP story would actually be ICP. It'd be some frozen urine.
ICP.
ICP verse.
Yeah.
There's a lot of frozen urine in the gulag.
Maybe like some sort of CSTD.
Lady Abernon on Twitch says to shave your eyelashes next.
All right. What do I have to do to go ahead and raise enough money to shave my eyelashes? This is.
Well, we can table that one and let you think about it when you're.
Yeah, well, we got till next week. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
I don't think you should be making any face-changing decisions right now.
I already got an ugly face. Nothing that happens to it doesn't matter.
You should ask your significant other what she thinks it's worth. You shaving your eyelashes now too. That's the right answer.
This is my quarantine face.
That is the correct answer.
We'll see where that goes.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex, for joining us in the booth, and congratulations on survival. And look
Thank you very much, everybody.
Seeing what you can pull off next. Hopefully, we'll be able to capture it.
Hopefully, like a cartwheel.
Yes.
Congrats,
exactly.
bud. Be good, everybody. We got you.
Out. Eyelashless Alex Levinson. That's amazing.
Wow. Incredible.
Going out on a high note.
I don't know what it is, but we did it.
Yep.
All about Balgin.
Somebody's still driving backwards down.
Balgin!
It's a thing, and we have completed it.
If there isn't a Balgin livery on the track next week, then you're all fired. All of you.
That's right.
Followed closely behind by like Fremunda Scotch or something like that.
Fremunda Scotch. That's so bad.
Oh, well, we made it through that. There was a lot of things
Hey, look
happening.
at that. Hey, 3 hours on the dot. Look at that.
All right, we'll take it. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, we have races coming up at Le Mans on Sunday, and then 2 more the following weekend. It's going to be great. We'll have more information on that up soon. Go to isuckatRacing.com if you want to be part of this, and go to 24hourslemons.com if you want to know about meat space racing, which we're going to have going on very soon, we hope. So that's all.
Yeah.
I'm Eric Rude, Everything Bagel at 24 Hours of Lemons. I'll let you guys talk yourselves out, but thanks for joining us.
Sorry, you have nothing better to do with your time on a Thursday night, everyone. Good night.
I'm not sorry at all. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad everybody was here, but most importantly, we love everybody in chat, but we love the people in Twitch even more.
That's right.
Good night, Twitch.
Big good night to Alex's eyebrows.
Alex, they made this is a little known fact about Miatas. The insulation in between the layers of convertible top, actually all eyelash. So I hope you saved it.
All right. On that note, we out, and we'll be back Sunday for some shenanigans and fun times at Le Mans. So everyone stay tuned. Look forward to that, and we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody, for joining us in the booth tonight and for being here. And we'll look forward to the next one.
Balgin.
That's right. Good night, everybody.